Broadcasting live. Yes, it says I'm broadcasting live. Great. So now let's see if I can get some other people to watch. Hopefully there will be some chat things coming in here. There's a group chat box on the side. This is a little different from the one I'm used to because I used to use the Wirecast, and now I'm using Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts, and I have 3 viewers. Okay, let's see where we can go. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't see where the comments are yet. Hopefully someone will be commenting soon. Oh wait, maybe that's where it is. No, that's not where it is. What is this? Screen share. Whole bunch of features on here that I'm not familiar with. Control room, maybe that's it. Introducing control room. Dial guests up or down. I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay, hopefully this is still working. Where are we? Is it? Okay, you're about to join. Okay, got it. I have read, yes, okay, I'm on. Oh well. I don't. Join. You already in a video call. Okay. Take me there. Click OK to return to current video call. Dial guests up. Okay. Okay, and okay. Okay, I'm still broadcasting as far as I know. I just don't know where any of the chat. Okay, chat. There's the chat. Okay. I got 4 viewers now. Okay, well maybe I'll pour myself a whiskey here and see what happens. Like I said, I'm not familiar with this particular platform. I was using the other one before. Why do I call it birthday party? Yeah, because it's my birthday. Oh, what is this here? Choose links. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting the comments on the side like I did before with the other setup. And I will work this out eventually. Okay. File. Chrome. Preferences. Okay. Edit. No, it's not in there. Not in there. Wonder how to get the comments on this particular platform. I think it's still broadcasting, right? Right, but I can't see your comments yet. Well, let's see if I move this aside. See. This is bad if I can't see your comments. I might have to stop it. I might have to start again using the other platform that I'm used to using, because the Google Hangouts platform, enter chat message or link here. Oh, okay. See if that works. Oh, it does work. Okay, great. So if anyone starts commenting, that'd be fabulous. Okay. 6 viewers. That's nice. Who's watching? I think I can see comments now. To list all available commands, enter something question mark. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I got to do something weird like pop out or something. I don't know. Okay, this page, your camera and microphone continue, allowing always. Okay, okay. That's working. Okay, that's fine. So that's not what I need to click on. Always a new 9 viewers. Okay, wait, maybe I can find. And what is this? Screen share. What is this? Cameraman. What is this? Recent apps. Add apps. Okay, what is this here? Settings. Okay. Default voice. Okay, that's all good. Now, why am I not getting comments? Damn. I'm sure somebody's commented by now. I'm really sure. I just can't see them. Can I make this smaller and make that bigger? No, I can't do that. Oh, wait. Invite people. Well, that would be a different thing altogether, wouldn't it? Settings. Now, what's this? Adjust bandwidth usage. No, that won't really do it. Let's see now. Okay. Well, we're working so far. It's working. I just don't see where all your comments are. I figured it out using the other platform, using the Wirecast. I figured it out. Well, what is this? Once again, okay. What is this? Control room. Okay. Control room. There you can shut off your microphone or shut off your camera. What is this part? This makes, oh, wait. Scotch Test Dummies is saying something. I wish I could see what it was. Okay, hold on. Oh, Hangouts on air. Did I screw that up? Shit. No, that's not what I want to see. How do I get back to where I was? And here, and where's my feed? Oh, crap. What is this? What is that? Where is my thing that I'm using right now? There it is. Okay. Okay, I guess I can shut this one off. And if I shut that off, will it kill my live feed? I don't know. Okay, we'll give that a try. There, that's gone. Okay, the broadcast is still happening. And here we go again for comments. Oh, I wish I knew how to. It says group chat. Okay. Where's the group? Okay. I do not understand this here. 11 viewers, and I cannot see them. No, that's not where they're supposed to. That's my mail. That's not supposed to be there. Quit the mail. Okay, there's got to be a way to figure out where this is. 10 viewers, and I cannot see them commenting. This is a bummer. You know what? Okay, there's a camera. And there must be some place to. There must be some place to do this. Somebody send me an email. Maybe Scotch Test Dummies. Send me an email so I can figure out what to do. Okay, wait a sec. Maybe somebody sent me something already. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, be able to drop in. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay, great. Ralphie's review on YouTube of Eagle Rare. They're talking about Eagle Rare. You know what? I think I'm going to reply. I'm going to ask him now. All right. Oh, what's going on? This is doing something that okay, I'll have to watch Ralphie's review. I'm live on Google Hangouts now. How do I get the comments from viewers to show up, question mark. Never watch that. Okay, see if they answer that. This is going to be quite a treat. All right, so now if I get this out of the way again and get this out of the way, my live thing should show up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, how do I get it to show up? I'm eagerly waiting because I just don't get this Google, because I as far as I know, I'm broadcasting and I got 9 viewers and I just can't see their comments. No, I don't know what to click on to get them to show up. And here again, chat. Okay, the chat is gone. Or do I go back on? Okay, wait a second here. Maybe I can find it if I go back to Google. Oh man, that's not Google. Where's my Google? Bring this down. Oh, what a mess I got going on. Chrome. Okay, I know there's a Chrome here somewhere. I'm really, what a joke. I think I can stop that. Yes, I can. Okay, Firefox, gone. Get rid of Get rid of all the extraneous things I don't need. And maybe this is the Google. Okay. Okay, there, chat. Okay, now I've got the chat in there. I just don't see anybody else's something. Now, with the other thing, there was a pop-out with the other. Okay, I don't need this thing either. Quit this. Okay. And yes, I want to quit that. And here's, once again, the Google Hangouts Live. And I don't see the... Whoa, what's happened here? Whoa, there's a bunch of things happened. Okay, I must have hit something wrong. Weird. Okay, I don't need... better. Okay, I'm back. Okay, wish I just knew how to get this to work again. Maybe I need a sip. Discover more apps. We got 12 viewers and I can't see the comments. Crap. I mean, I know I'm notorious for being behind in, let's try settings again. Okay, FaceTime default voice. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's working. So how do I get, uh-oh. Oh, I didn't need to see that, but that's a, okay. Wait, there's a couple of emails here. Variety is the spice of life. Okay, great. But that's not what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is this. Okay. Now, there must be some kind of way to bring the comments in. Invite people. Do I want other people to be on here with me? I don't think that would be fair, would it? What is this? Adjust bandwidth usage. Maybe in there. Video trouble, disable HD, limit bandwidth. Okay, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do FaceTime camera. Okay, fine, great. That's all good. Now, how do I get these comments in? What if hold on. Maybe I got to go this way. Go with this here. And maybe if I go here, Creator Studio, and oh, I know exactly how I'm going to do this. It's going to be weird. It's going to be strange, but it's a workaround. Okay, I'm working around this whole thing. And wait, no, that's not. Maybe I'll work it around the other way. Okay, I'm figuring this out here as I go, and I will get it together. And if I go here, Video Manager. Okay, that's clearly not working. Great. So, okay. There's got to be a way to do this, and I'm going to figure it out. Just like I always figure it out somehow. There we are. And it says I'm live now. So if I click on me being live, it will show me there. I'm watching myself from my other channel, and I'm seeing the. Okay, we got to shut this part off. Okay, now I've got comments. I got comments, but I will be not answering as myself. I will be answering as Feckwig because I'm watching this from my other channel. Why it didn't show up from my first channel right in front of me, I don't know. But I'm seeing comments now. All right. So, okay. Oh, congratulations, Nearson. 42. Gosh, I'm just 53. And George, thanks, George. Yeah, thank you. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Alberta Premium, yes, I think it's a good choice. I have been drinking whiskeys already since the morning until about 4 o'clock. Now it's 7. For a couple hours, I took it easy and I had something to eat. And now I'm pretty much sober, but they probably would impound my car if I went driving somewhere. Can you see previous comments? No. Yeah, Tom R's comment is the first one. I don't know how old it is. Happy 150th. Well, yeah, that was yesterday. What you sipping on? Well, yeah, there it is. Alberta Premium. We got the Alberta Premium going. Have a closer look at it there. And where are we? Like my dad trying to figure out how his VCR works. Yeah, okay, fine. But, with the other, using the Wirecast, you come at the whole thing from a different angle, and it has the comments right in front of you, but now I have to look using my other channel to see them. I have to open YouTube to see comments. Yeah, I did. But I thought I was in YouTube going live using the Google Hangouts, but I guess it's a separate thing. Open another muted window with the YouTube video and then pop out the chat box. Yeah, it's I worked around it somehow. Thank you, Scott. I did the pop out thing last time when I was using the Wirecast. But then this time I came at it from Google Hangouts. And apparently okay. Anyway, I think I got it. Okay, I guess he can't see us commenting. Exactly, that was the problem. But I got it now. I got something happening. Yeah. Okay, great. Basement drummer saying so close. Okay, he's determined. Yes, yes. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Swami. And Mark saying happy birthday. And George is saying, finally picked up my Amroot Fusion. Will open later this week. Oh, way to go. You're going to like that. I think you're going to like it. It's just perfect as it is. Doesn't need any water. Thank you very much, Scott and or Bart. Thanks. Just had a dram of Fusion last night and love it. Yeah, Fusion is good. Very good. I ran out of Fusion. It lasted about 2 months and it was gone. But this is just a good, everyday, inexpensive, pleasant Alberta Premium. Yeah, I did pick up some more Amroot this week, actually. I got some Porta Nova. And last week I did a video about the cask strength, and the cask strength was really good. I'm very impressed with Amroot. Very impressed. They make a good whiskey, and I can't say enough good things about it. I didn't know what it would be like before I tried it. And, oh, Scott or Bart? Yeah, good question. It just says Scotch Test Dummies. Oh, Scott. Well, I should have figured that out, especially when you started talking about pop-out stuff and what have you, which I don't know if Bart's aware of any of that. It's always Scott. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sneerson. Yeah, it's always Scott. Wow, this is working out great. It's turning out to be a nice birthday. I did exactly what I wanted. Oh, Peter's having a Port Novo right now? Wonderful. I'm going to wait to try that out sometime. I haven't tried it yet. I just bought it last night. And last night I did, I think I made 6 videos. I did 3 whiskeys that I hadn't opened yet, and others that I came back to months later and Bart would be lost with that tech stuff too. Yup. Ice water still rehydrating from pool day. Wow. Oh, okay. I hear you, Scott. I'm always hydrating for some reason or other. And Swami's not drinking? Oh my goodness. What is this, sobriety week just because it's my birthday? Wow. Craft cider, says the basement drummer. Yeah, I watched your video there, basement drummer. I enjoyed it. That was good stuff. Sunday night is a sober night for, okay. Well, my Sunday night would be Monday morning because my shift is 12 hours later. So I don't need to be to work until 6 o'clock on Monday. So I can just relax and have a few drinks and enjoy my Sunday. Oh, you start early in the morning. Okay, I understand. No, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Zima, I've heard of Zima. You're welcome, Drammer. And oh, Sneerson's at work already. Oh, crap. And you took the time to put the work aside and join us here. That's nice. I appreciate that. That's powerful. We got 16 people watching now, and made a cocktail earlier today, unusual, penicillin from Compass Box website. Oh, okay, so Compass Box has some penicillin. They have some recipes. Okay, I don't usually make cocktails either. I just drink whiskey. And happy birthday, Quig or Canada. Well, the fireworks last night were for me. So Canada Day was yesterday. So, well, my birthday happens to be the day after Canada's birthday. It just kind of worked out that way. I didn't have a choice. It just sort of happened. It's a long weekend. Yeah, Peter, it's a long weekend, but I think a lot of people took the Friday off. And a Val Blair 99. Wow. Oh, Thursday and Friday off. You lucky guy. Cheers. Yeah. I'll drink to that. 6. Most people had Friday off. Yeah, they did here too, but not me. I worked Friday night, and it was stinking busy until about 2 o'clock. I didn't stop driving. I didn't stop. I was always in gear, always moving. And finally, by about 2, it slowed down a little bit so that I could take a little rest. And then it got better. The trips got longer but fewer between, and it got better. Patriotism turned Quigley's parents on. You're still funny even though you're not drinking there, Swami. Actually, it would have made my parents 8 months before. 8 months. So 8 months from the 2nd of July. Okay, we got 6 months till January, and then 2 months. So beginning of November, end of October, beginning of November, my parents were turned on. Maybe it was cold in Montreal and they had to snuggle close together, and one thing led to another. And there you go. No, 8 months actually. I was premature by a month, so we got to figure that out. Laphroaig cask strength. Ooh, nice, Rodney. Cask strength. I was able to pick up the last bottle on the shelf last night of Laphroaig L'Or. I did find a Laphroaig L'Or, and they had Laphroaig 15 and Laphroaig 18, but I didn't have 15 or 18 before, but there was one bottle of L'Or left, and I thought, if I don't get this now, I may never get it again. So I went and got a bottle of L'Or. I also got a bottle of 12-year-old Elijah Craig. Now I have 2 full ones and one that's only half down. And so I'm not going to run out of that anytime soon. I wasn't born, I was built. Well, Swami, I think it's like the man machine. Something you're built. Yeah, the man machine. You know that German group Kraftwerk? They do this whole man machine things about robots and stuff. I knew there was something about you. Surprised you can still find the 12. It's all gone in the States, all NAS. You know what? Here's what it is, Scott. A week ago, there were 6 bottles left. I bought 1. Last night, there were 4 bottles left. I bought 1. And all the NAS stuff is on the shelf behind the old bottles. So they're trying, and so mostly 7 and 8 year juice. Okay, Scott, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy one of those new bottles. I'm going to do that. And there's 2 different NAS bottles available. Okay, I hear there's one that's, is it a cask strength? And the other one is just at 47%. Yeah, there's still a bunch over there in LCBO land, perhaps. But last night, the store where I usually get it, like I said, I bought 1 of 4, and there's a whole bunch of the NAS stuff behind it. So I don't know. And they're out in Quebec. They're almost out here. I could probably still scare up a bottle or 2, but November, 4 bottles at Old Liquor Drugstore. So I'm good. Okay, Duncan, way to go. Is that Alberta Premium Throbbing and Pulsing Rye? Throbbing and Pulsing. It doesn't say that on the label. It's just Alberta Premium. Or, oh, the bottles look different. Okay. Not sure if the juice is different. Okay. Okay, and we're talking about the EC12 again, as we often are. I got some samples coming here, or a sample. Oh, both 94 proof. Yeah, the old one and the new one. The old one's got the 12-year age statement, and the new one's a 7 and 8-year-old, blended 7 and 8-year-old or something. And yeah, the bottles are different. The new bottle is taller and slimmer. The old bottle is a little shorter and squatter. I think the opening is the same size and the cork is the same, but the new bottle is a lot taller, or it's somewhat taller and slimmer. I kind of like the old bottle. 2017 Orange Crush. A bit heavy on the coloring, only slightly. What is it, E150 or whatever they call it? Well, 150. There you go. Canada 150 years. There you go. So you're celebrating it in style. Oh, this is nice. Uncomplicated. 40%. How's the nose on the Orange Crush? And now, is that just regular Orange Crush or is it Diet Orange Crush? We used to get an orange drink many years ago in the Laurentians called Nesbitt's. It was a lot like Orange Crush. Oh, Rodney's got some Elijah Craig NAS, and it's really good. Okay. There's a NAS shape of old and new shape. See both on the shelf next to each other. Oh, interesting. And the bubbles tickle your nose. Yeah, carbonated stuff does that. I don't drink carbonated because it makes me burp so much. Oh, what a lovely Sunday afternoon. I can be lazy. I got a whole month of paperwork to do, but I'll do that in the morning. And I got some dishes to wash. I'll do that in the morning. I'll do it all in the morning because today is the day where I do nothing except go live and drink whiskey and catch up on YouTube, which is what I did. I caught up on everybody's videos. I watched a whole bunch of whiskey tasting videos in the afternoon. And you guys are prolific. You're putting out a lot of content there. Okay, so did I get any gifts? I got a birthday card from my mother. And I got a whole bunch of birthday greetings on Fakebook. And what else? No, not really. I didn't get anything. I don't have a very close circle of friends here, mostly because I work nights, and it's hard to keep close friendships going, especially there's the jackass. Got my spine. I've got my Orange Crush. Now you were asking me in a comment, what was it this morning, or was it yesterday? What was my longest haul? Are we talking about great song? Yeah, absolutely. Glenn Farkless 12 discontinued, says Jacques. Should get a hotel and an escort. What do I need a hotel for? This is better than a hotel. It's home. Got the best Wi-Fi around. Escort, yeah. Maybe. But why pay for it? Yeah, exactly. I don't need a hotel. When I leave town and I'm somewhere else, I'll use a hotel. Yeah, I'm going to Ocean Shores, Washington in October, and I booked a hotel room for, 6 nights? So I could maybe get an escort down there. I don't know. But like I said, I don't want to pay for it. All my money goes to whiskey. I can't afford escorts. You'll pay for it. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Now we're getting back to that comment from Jackass that I didn't feel like typing it because some of my keys on my keyboard stick together and they don't work properly. And your wife's not free. No, wives are never free. I know that. Preach. What was I going to preach? I'm going to talk about my longest haul. Longest taxi ride I ever did. Yeah, okay, why not tell a story? What the hell? I do it all the time at work. Well, I got called to a I pay and don't even get it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that one too, Basement Drummer. I had the same last couple of years there before we broke up. It was like that. I don't miss those days at all. I'll need to pick up a bottle next time I see it. I heard it's good. Glenfarclas 12. Any good? I've had one bottle of Glenfarclas 12. It was a West Coast edition, and it had like a, I don't know, it was a stylized seal or something. The way the West Coast First Nations draw animals, you know, it was like it was a seal or a fish or something on there. Maybe it was a salmon. Anyway, it was a drawing of a salmon done in their style. And it was a Glenfarclas West Coast edition. And I had this some 3 or 4 years ago, and I didn't like it. But that's before I got turned on to sherry. And the one I like the best so far is the 15. I have yet to try the 17, and I probably will do that soon. Some people like the 17. I know that Swami likes the 17. If that is, we'll need to pick up a bottle next time. Okay, 12. Okay. Go for the 105, same price and so much better. Yeah, 105 is good. It's very good. It's stronger, a lot stronger. Stock up on a few bottles. Love Glenfarclas 12, says Scott. Makes my top 5 12-year-olds. Really? Well, maybe the edition I had wasn't the right one. I haven't had the other edition. I only had that West Coast edition. Okay. 105 even beats the 25? Wow. Not the same price where I'm from. Okay. Wasn't it both dummies number 2? Yeah, I don't get that one, Basement Drummer. Okay. Yeah, longest ride I ever had was okay. Glendronach 12. Yeah, Glendronach is great. I like that one too. I like the Glendronach 12. For a 12-year-old, it's, yeah. Okay. Got sent to a video store, and I went inside, and the guy inside said the girl went out the door. I get back to the car about to call that had a no trip. Oh yeah, I'll get to that. It's on this trip. The most money I made on a fare. Oh yeah, I'll get to that. It's on this fare. And I took this girl came up to me, got in the car, and says, "Want to go to the water? Which water do you want to go to? Just take me to the water," she says. So I take her to the nearest access to the ocean. And then she says, "Just go up the road there, just drive up the road." And we're driving for a while, and she says, "Turn into there." And it was like a little cul-de-sac. And she says, "Pull in front of this house right here." And I go, "Okay." And then she says, "Now, what do you think would happen if I rang the doorbell of that house?" And I said, "Well, do the people who live there know you?" And she said, "No, but what do you think would happen?" I said, "Well, they might not take kindly to it because it's like 11 o'clock at night having some stranger ring their doorbell and say, you know, I'm here." Hard to beat the 15, but need to try the 105. The 15 is hard to beat. The 105, you'll get much more alcohol in it, much more. And yes, at cast strength, yeah, we know about the 105. On my list says Sneerson, and no problem says the Swami. Great, okay. So what happened was there was a box on top of a SUV, like a Pathfinder, one of these kind of SUVs. It was a long plastic box. I think they call them toolies or something like that. And she says, "What's that box for? What do people put in those boxes?" And I said, "Well, seeing it's kind of long and skinny, I guess they might put skis in there." She says, "They put skis in there? Where do they go skiing?" And I said, "Well, they usually go places like Mount Washington, I guess." And she says, "Take me there." And I said, "Well, you know, it's going to take a long time and it's going to cost a lot of money." And she says, "Well, what would you be doing the rest of the night?" And I said, "Well, I'd be taking people where they want to go." And she says, "Well, I want to go to Mount Washington." And she pulls out a gold Visa card, credit card, and I figure, okay. So I fuel up the car because back then the cars were running on propane. This was April Fool's Day, 1995. And we had these great big Chevrolets, and the one I was driving was a station wagon. It was like a Impala station wagon. It was a big, ugly car. But they were nice to drive. They were smooth, and they were quiet, and they were powerful. They're just beautiful, floaty suspension, you know, nothing harsh at all. Very nice car to drive. But anyways, so we started going. I fueled up with propane, and we started going, and we were heading north. And she wanted to stop at a few payphones here and there, but and we did, but the payphone wouldn't work because, you know, she didn't have a calling card. Back in those days, it wasn't like now where you have your cell phone. You can call anybody in the country for free. Just dial their number and boom, you're connected. Back then, it was a little different. So we keep on going, and we get to Courtenay or Comox, and we get past there, and we go to a fork in the road. Now, we've been driving already about 4 hours, and there's a fork in the road. One side says Mount Washington. The other side said Forbidden Plateau. She said, "Go to Forbidden Plateau." And, okay. We went to Forbidden Plateau, and we got there, and it was a ski hill. It was, you know, they had the chairlifts and the chalet and the whole bit there, but it was abandoned. It was midnight. You know, there's nothing going on there. Actually, it was after midnight. It was like 1 o'clock already, and the girl says, "Let's camp here." And I said, "Well, I left all my camping gear back in Victoria. I don't have any camping equipment here." And I said, "We could find you a hotel you might want to stay in, but I got to get this car back to town so that the day shift driver can drive it." And I said, "What do you want to do?" She said, "I don't want to stay in a hotel. Hotels are expensive." Meanwhile, the meter's ticking over like, you know, $350. So I said, "Well, I'm taking this car back to Victoria. What are you with me, or what do you want to do?" She said, "Yeah, I'm with you." Okay. So we get back into town, and I don't even know which road to turn on to get back in down here because the roads were poorly marked. We had to ask a policeman. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I think even coming down from the ski hill, we took some hitchhikers for a little while into the town up there, Courtenay and Comox. So then we're coming back down, and a few times she falls asleep and wakes up again, falls asleep and wakes up. And at one point, she asked me a question, which was the most, I was playing psychiatrist the whole damn time, right? And she asked me, "How many children do we have?" And I said, "Well, seeing as I just met you, we don't have any children. It's not possible." "Oh," she said. Anyway, we got to a place called Cassidy, which is just near the Nanaimo airport. And Nanaimo airport is quite a ways south of Nanaimo. and she had to go use the restroom, and I said, well, could I have your credit card so I can pass it through? So I had to get on a payphone and call our office in Victoria to authorize the credit card for $500, which is what was on the meter at the time. And it authorized. Beautiful, no problem. Anyway, we got her back into town. We got her back down and ran the credit card again when we got into town, because at that point the fare was $691.25. The card didn't work the second time, but I had the slip. So I tried a few times in the next week, and the other $191.25 were authorized about a week later. So I ended up getting all the money for that, which was good. So there you go, jackass, $691.25. That was April Fool's Day, 1995. That was my longest fare and my biggest, largest amount on the meter. And I didn't get a tip for it. No, the trip was the tip in that instance. So there you go. That should answer your question. And it was easier to say it than to actually type it, because it would have taken up pages and pages to type all of that. It would have taken more time too. But you know, I was on pins and needles the whole time driving that girl, because you never knew what she was going to do. She was like, I think she was bipolar and on a high. Yeah, lunatic, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think she was bipolar and high. Yeah. So yeah. I had some other crazy ones too, but nothing as long as that one. Oh, taxi stories. Crazy girls are the best. You might think so, Rodney, but you know, you never know. Yes, it was quite an experience. Exactly, George. You don't know what they're going to do next. They're unpredictable. You know, when they ask you questions like, you know, how many children do we have, and you just met her, you know, there's something not right and unpredictable. And do you do pre-authorization? Could have been off or not. Could have maybe been, possibly. Most of the time we do not pre-authorize. Now we have a machine, a portable machine that you can do it, run it right in the car. And if it was a long trip like that, I would probably pre-authorize it again. Back then, and we're talking 22 years ago, people were more excuse me, were more trusting and trustworthy. Now people are not trustworthy. No psycho chicks. And my next dram, that is a really good question. I guess I'm done with this one, huh? Oh, okay. We're gonna have to get some more water too. Okay, this away. Now, well, seeing as I'm on a rye, what is this one? Huh. Oh, making me guys. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll do a CRNHR, the Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. That's one that I used in those blends. I might crack one of those blends later. But we'll have a little more. We'll have one of these first. with the fancy plastic top. Okay. No Forester birthday bourbon. Unfortunately, I can't get that here at Basement Drummer. Absinthe. You drink the absinthe. Just gonna get some water. Someone actually offered to take the absinthe off my hands, and I said, "Come and get it." Okay. NHR is best under 25 available. It's not that cheap here. It's about $40. And Duncan's going to pour one too. I'm back. It may say gone, but I'm back. Yeah, NHR, good one. Absinthe and oat cakes. Oh, oat cakes are nice, actually. I like them. But absinthe, no. You would need a lot of oat cakes to get rid of the flavor of the absinthe in your mouth. Gosh. Move to Ohio. Yeah, I got a plan already. When I retire, I get a motorhome. I've probably said this before, but for those of you who aren't familiar with what I want to do, I want to get a motorhome when I retire and just go wherever I want. I don't want to be tied down to one place, and don't want to be tied down to an apartment or property or anything. Just want to go where I feel like going. Summers in the Yukon, winters in Mexico, things like that. Yeah. You're kidding. It sucks there. Okay. Colin and Jennifer, yeah, I think it's a great plan. It is. Absinthe, crazy drunk, maybe just placebo effect screwed me up good. Yeah, you know what? I had that one dram of it, what was it, 3 weeks ago or whenever it was, and I did it here live, and I felt kind of reckless. I felt like I didn't really give a shit about anything. I felt kind of weird. A different drunk, but not like tequila different. I think even more extreme than tequila. And because the alcohol by volume is so high, what was it, 68% or something ridiculous like that, because it's so high, it hits you so hard real fast. And I think I had a few sips and I was feeling the effects of it already. At least with whiskey, I know how far I can go with it, and I can drink whiskey all afternoon and not feel particularly out of control or crazy or violent or anything like that. And I'm not a violent kind of drinker at all. But no, absinthe. I've been to Ohio a few times and it was okay. I'm sure there are worse places to go. I won't name any such places because I don't want to offend anyone. Mm. Got 17 watching now. That's really good. And I don't know how long we've been on because there's no, maybe I can watch a timer. No. Oh, there it is. Started streaming 55 minutes ago. We've almost an hour. That's pretty good so far. Pretty good. At least we're not in Detroit. Yeah, Detroit is kind of interesting. It's being reclaimed by wildlife. You have a dilapidated house sitting here in the middle of a field, and then there's streets going past all these fields, and another dilapidated house in the distance. And I've been through there. It's like a ghost town, or much of it is anyway. Very interesting. And oh, Patrick James. Hey, excellent. Nice to see you. Last time I was in Ohio, somebody broke into my car, but I won't hold that against the whole state. Okay. So last time I was in Ohio, I was driving through with a friend, and it was fine. Or actually, I got a little bit lost in Ohio. We were following the highway from Niagara Falls. We crossed into Pennsylvania, and then we're heading towards Toledo, and we ended up going south at some point. And instead of going just hugging the lake, we're staying on the same highway. There were no signs or anything, and suddenly we were going south towards towards somewhere in the south of Ohio. Instead of going to Toledo, because we wanted to go to Toledo and then towards through Indiana and into towards Chicago, and then take the I-90 all the way west back to here. Oh, that was right after 888. That was the 8th of August 2008. That was the big YouTube convention that was going on in Toronto. And Basement Drummer says his car has never been broken into. Tell you what, my car's never been broken into either, but I once had a car that the doors didn't lock. The door lock was broken on the driver's door. And back then I used to smoke heavily. And someone took the ashtray and turned it upside down on the carpet and left it there upside down on the carpet with all the butts and ashes all over. Did you watch Ralphie's vid on Eagle Rare? Yes, I did. Said he would buy a case of it. Yeah, and you know what? Because of that, I can't find it here. Ever since Ralphie did Eagle Rare, and so did the Scotch Test Dummies, since that weekend, or actually this week, I haven't been able to find it. There was plenty of it on the shelves last week, but this week, there was none. In fact, I was thinking of getting one because it was such a good dram, but the hype will wear off again and it will show up again, just like everything else does. Just like Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, we couldn't get this for about 8 months, but it comes back. You gave it a 90, yeah, I know. The RT90 interchange is confusing in downtown Cleveland. Wife always screws it up. Yeah, we wanted to go through Cleveland, but we ended up turning south at Cleveland and going somewhere else. And then suddenly, by dead reckoning, I had to figure it out. I even made a video of that trip, or of that part of the trip. It was at night, and there was lightning going off in the distance, and it was really cool. Eastern Market on Saturday mornings or an occasional concert are the only times I visit Detroit. Oh, okay, that's George. And Tom says he lives in Chicago. If you're traveling around the area, avoid the city at all costs. Traffic is horrible here. Yeah, I know. Cities are to be avoided. And Duncan watched the Eagle Rare as well, and watched the Scotch Test Dummies. Ralphie, Scott, and Bart all gave it 90. There you go. So no wonder I can't find it. Basement Drummer says you literally have to exit 90 to stay on 90. Oh, is that it? A lot of 90s showing up now. I didn't know you had to exit 90 to stay on 90. See, there was no, the signage was really poor, but that was in 2008. So I don't know, maybe it's better now. Did you get JP Weiser's 150? No, I did not. As far as I understand, JP Weiser's 150 can only be had in Ontario. Ontario is, what, 4 provinces east of here in the center of the country, and I'm on the west coast. If I could get it here, I would have got it. But the other thing is the JP Weiser sold out really quickly, according to Rob Whiskey in the Six. And it was only an Ontario product. You could only get it there. So I couldn't get it here even if I tried. It was not available. And Swami says his home got robbed 2 years ago. They stole Q-tips and wife's tampons. Cops told us it's to shoot dope. Oh, goodness. Don't take anything of value. Just take the Q-tips and tampons. It's a little better now, at least more lanes. Oh, okay. Yeah, Basement Drummer. I think there was only 2 lanes on each side. It was like a 4-lane highway. And Sneerson says, had a chance to get Crown Royal 150 limited edition. The Weiser's 150 was sold out quick in Saskatchewan. Well, there was also a Crown Royal 150, but the Crown Royal 150 was just a Crown Royal, Northern Harvest Rye, with a bag over it that said 150. So a bag that says 150, I don't know. To me, that's not, as far as I know, it was the same whiskey as I'm drinking here, the Northern Harvest Rye, but there was a bag over the bottle. That's all. And yeah, Weiser's 150 was sold out. Yeah, exactly. And Basement Drummer's asking Swami, be pissed off if you had no Q-tips after a shower. There you go. I've been lucky. My home was never robbed. No one ever comes in here when I'm sleeping. No one ever opens the door. When I leave, I lock it. Nobody's ever tried to force the window or break anything down. They've got 105 other apartments to choose from around here. So why would they pick on mine? The box was, okay. Grumpy burglar. Okay, the box was 150 Crown Royal, but the bottle was just the standard limited edition, did not buy. There you go. And you had a box. We didn't have a box. We just had a bag over. I was there just last night. Maybe they'll discount the bag now that it's past Canada Day. And Tom's home was robbed 3 times. Avoid Chicago. Yeah, okay, good idea. I moved here to avoid bigger cities to begin with, but now it's getting more crowded here, much more crowded. It's part of that boom that's happening in Vancouver is sort of spilling over here. And so it's getting too crowded. It was a nice town when I first got here 25 years ago. All right, Quig, love you, buddy. Don't drink too much, my friend. Happy birthday. Cheers, everyone. Okay, good night there, Swami. Have a good one. Until next time, maybe we'll meet on the Scotch Test Dummies 12-hour madness boom boom, whatever they call it. Good night. We've got the Weiser's 150th. We're doing during the 12 hours with Whiskey Lassie. Oh, that's where you got it. Okay. Very good, Scott. Weiser's 150. Okay, right. That's the one I can't get here. Was it available across Canada? Oh, well, maybe my information was wrong. Yeah, maybe my information was wrong. Anyway, I didn't see it. I didn't look that hard, but it probably sold out immediately anyway before I got there. No matter. There are plenty of other whiskeys that are really good, and what's the need for all the hype? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I didn't even know it was available across Canada. Wait for the 300. Well, you know what? I remember the 100. I remember the 100, not the whiskey, but I remember when Canada was 100 years old. Oh, Bronco, just arriving. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. I remember the 100. We were at Expo 67 in Montreal, and there was this forest all around me, and the forest was made up of legs. I was 3 years old. Agree, all big cities need to be avoided. Soon as I can, I'll be heading to a smaller town. Way to go, Patrick. Way to do it. That's what I'm going to do too. I'll just get my motorhome and go wherever I want. Uh, I have a outing Saturday. Try to make as much as I can. Golf. That K is probably supposed to be an L, right? When is Quig on? I'm on right now. Or are you talking about during the Scotch Test Dummies 12 hours of boom? I have no idea when I'll be on. I'm going to have to get, when I get home from work, I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, no need to be sorry. Uh, oh, yeah, Saturday. Don't know when I'm going to be on Saturday. I don't know if I will be on. I just know this. When I come home in the morning on Saturday, I will have worked all night and I will have worked all week. So I'll be tired. No Quig on the 12 hours. Oh, that's a relief. I don't have to learn anything. Oh, hi, Don. No, I'll be happy to watch the 12 hours. I'll be happy to comment. I'm going to probably sleep through the first half of it because when it's 12 o'clock over there, it's 10 o'clock here. And around 9 or 10 in the morning is when I'll go to sleep for 5 or 6 hours. So I figure if I wake up at 4 in the afternoon, I'll be halfway through the whole 12 hours. Oh, a 12-hour after party? Will anybody be awake for that? I don't think I will. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll try and catch as much of it as I can. We'll have to plan a 24 hours of boom next year to get more people in. Oh, goodness. Maybe you'd have to. What would you take turns? Do like what is that where they pass the baton? A relay race. Okay. Hi, Andy. Oh, yeah. Did you watch that documentary Leo was telling you about? Yeah, I watched the documentaries. The one about the diabetes and switching to a vegan diet and all that. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if it's entirely true. Oh, they can't leave Bart by himself. No, you got a point there. Around the world boom. The day of boom. And what did I think of it? Like I said, I can't really say it kind of sounds like one of these conspiracy theory things where, you know, it's because we eat meat that we're all getting diabetic and fat and sick from the inside and so on and so on. You can make a documentary and say anything you want to. Doesn't mean it's necessarily true. Do you think so many thousands of doctors in the world wouldn't be onto this if it was true? Forks over knives? Huh. Should do a montage of your tube wall growing from your earliest vids. That's interesting, maybe. But this doc was held up by fact and peer-reviewed science. But whatever. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm going to change my habits and go in that direction. It may happen someday, but I'm not ready yet. It's like smoking, you know. I smoked for over 20 years, and I quit when I was good and ready, not when everybody was telling me I'm supposed to do so, and that I must do so, and that, you know, and so on, about better for your health and so on. I did it when I was good and ready. Because when they were badgering me to stop smoking, it was like I wanted to smoke some more just to ease the stress of them picking on me. And yeah, I stopped smoking finally. I stopped smoking 3 times finally. But now it's been about, 8 years since I had a cigarette. So I'm doing good. Now then, why is it that these, I don't know, maybe it's true that the meat producers are trying to protect their livelihood so they don't leak out the, if it is the truth that meat is not good for you. It's possible. And that the meat producers also pay doctors to ignore the latest research. I don't really know. 8 years for me too, says the drummer. Yeah, there you go. So I don't know. It sounds like a conspiracy theory, you know. Sounds like there are aliens everywhere. And we just don't see them because they're hiding. And full disclosure would be nice. All the info was in the movie, seemed as clear as day to me too. I don't see what the conspiracy was. Seemed evident, but at least you watched it. Better than not watching it. Listen to the pros. Okay, well, it did look clear. But once again, well, cigars, well, yeah. I used to smoke a pipe too many years ago, along with cigarettes. And after I'd smoked a pipe, the cigarettes tasted like paper. Yeah, I don't want to get into conspiracy theories anyway. Oh, someone else has subscribed to me on YouTube. Great. Just what I needed. Yeah. Anyway, I watched the thing and I'm on the fence, okay? I'm on the fence. I might get pushed over one day. Cigars, I never really got into cigars, but Could be Sneerson. He says today's conspiracy theories are tomorrow's conspiracy fact. Yeah. And George is saying, peated scotch, all the benefits of smoking with none of the negative side effects. Yeah, absolutely. Peated scotch, you got it. Mm. Fake news. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Like you said, whatever. I say whatever too. Smoke an occasional cigar, also maybe 10 a year. Okay, that's all right. 10 a year is not extreme. One a month or so, right on. I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke anything right now. I haven't smoked anything for a while, but I was thinking maybe of taking up the pipe again, but then when would I do it? Only when I'm in the great outdoors. They don't want smoking in these buildings here. You can get slapped with a fine, from what I understand. The whole property apparently is non-smoking. Just on the outs, at the end of the property, on either side, there's a great big ashtray on either end of the property, and the property is quite big. There's 106, I think, apartments. In a park-like setting. They got like rows of apartments, sort of a motel style thing. And there's like 7 buildings, and each one contains about 16 or so apartments. Does the math work out? I don't know. And Patrick says, stop smoking because it was too expensive and would rather spend the money on other things. Yeah, me too. It was so expensive that I couldn't afford to smoke anymore. My smoking habit was up to about $500 a month. And then we had the recession, and suddenly I was making $1,500 a month less than I'd been making before. So 500 of those 1,500 was for smoking, and the other 1,000 was for paying bills, or actually paying debts and interest on things that I owed. Lefroy, Ardbeg, etc. Yeah, Dr. David Ragland has joined us. Yeah, that's a good place to get the smoke from. And Duncan's saying, if you could add a campfire to the cigar and scotch vision, even better. By a lake, even better. Oh, I'm ready for a vacation. Yeah, I've got mine booked too. I'll be going in the second week of August. I'll be going for a week, and there will be campfires, and it's by the ocean, by the beach, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to go for a whole week, and I deserve it because I haven't stopped working since October, 60-hour weeks. And Jonathan Bean says, bad news, fell into financial crisis and had to return all my unopened bottles of whiskey, mainly Lefroy and Lag. Oh, no. Oh, no. That must have hurt. Basement Drummer says, had private beach at last condo. Did that often. Okay. Now just fire in the yard. Okay, well, I don't even have a yard. I just got this apartment, so I go out to the beach. And one of my favorite documentaries is Zelig. Zelig's not really a documentary, is it? And Duncan's saying, like Scott, I only have a cigar occasionally, so the cigars are not that much of an expense. Well, there you go. That's the way. It's the way to do it. And you have an extra room in the basement, right? No, I'll do my. I've been going to the same beach for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's always been wonderful. Fire in the yard. Okay. You guys are having some mercy on me. I'm actually able to stay on top of your. Yes, that's right, Patrick. Tofino, just outside of Tofino, a little place called Bella Pacifica Campground, and I try to get right down on the. Oh, this. What am I drinking? Oh, Lake Erie. Yeah. This, what I'm drinking here, is Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, and I'm going to be moving on to something else fairly soon. This is my second dram in what, hour and a half. We're doing okay. Cigars and whiskey. No other expensive hobbies. Whiskey is my only expensive hobby now. I don't think you could count internet as being an expensive hobby. Yeah, it's just whiskey. That's it for me. Nothing else. Everything else is quite, how would you say, frugal. On the frugal side. Lake Michigan. Oh. Oh, Lake. Okay, I see. Lake Erie, Lake Michigan. Okay. Cigarettes must be expensive in Canada. Yes, they were. And homebrew, mountain bike, and fish. Okay. I used to homebrew once upon a time. And Sparky Mule says, howdy, Food Quick. Hello, Sparky. 15 a pack in Saskatchewan. Yeah. And they were about $10 a pack when I quit 8 years ago. And that was too much already. Yeah. $15 a pack. Wow. And I used to smoke a pack a day. And it used to cost me $500. So that would be like $750 a month. That would be a little cheaper than what I spend on whiskey. But lately I've been getting more expensive ones and trying them, branching out. Usually I wouldn't go anywhere beyond 15-year-old, because 15-year-old you could usually get for $120 or less. Now I'm getting these bottles that cost a couple $100, and yeah, I don't buy that many of them, just okay. Do they regulate cigs the way they regulate liquor in Canada? Absolutely. They sure do. Maybe even worse. Basement Drummer says $2 a pack from the reservation when he quit. Okay. $5.25 when Sneerson quit over 20 years ago. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I used to cost me, I think, $95 a carton, and a carton had 10 packs of 20 in there. So it was almost $10 a pack. Well, it would have been $10 a pack if it's not in a carton. Yeah, now I think the cheap cigarettes cost like $12 a pack. And that's like the bargain basement ones, the ones that are like made from floor sweepings. Okay. Son told me to quit when he was 2, so I did. Way to go. Good move. Yeah, $5.25. I remember when cigarettes were under $5 a pack when I started. I think they were about $2.50 or $3 a pack when I started smoking. Then they were up to $10 when I quit. But what did it to me was the recession. I couldn't afford to do anything anymore. I could just afford the rent and to get some food, and that's it. What's next for whiskey? Yeah, we're getting down there a little bit. I don't know. What is next for whiskey? I'll have to ponder and peruse that myself. Do I want to stay with ryes? Do I want to go towards Scotch? And then if I wanted to go towards Scotch, which kind of Scotch would I go to? Lismore. I don't have any. Last time I had Lismore was about 3 years ago. I might still be able to get Lismore 15, but I don't have any right now. Higher ABV. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could go higher ABV or about the same. This stuff is about 45, right? Did you buy anything special for your birthday to drink? Not particularly. Oscar Peterson or Bartok? How about some Holst? Johnny Walker Double Black. Then you could plug your new review. Oh, yeah. Double Black's at 40% though. This is at 45. Well, I could maybe compromise. I could go Johnny Walker Green, which is at 43, which is only slightly less than this. Huh. Johnny Walker Double Black. I'm still thinking. Usually I'm quicker to respond about this, but have any 48% scotches? And 40 Creek Founders. I did not crack it yet, and I want to crack it when I review it. But I do have something very nice, which would be suitable for a birthday. Yes, indeed. I do have something very nice. Moonshine again. I could do that. The shine was okay. Okay, I started with the Canadian rye. This is also a Canadian rye. I got it. No, it's not. No. Would this be suitable? Okay. Johnny Walker Green is great. Yes, it is. Johnny Walker Green is all gone. It was really good. Yes, it was, Bronco. And Duncan's saying, I love the Johnny Walker Green and the Island Green. There's an Island Green too? Crack it, crack it. Okay. This is already cracked. This has already been cracked because I finished the previous bottle and I sent some samples to somebody. We should be getting it soon. And I was getting a sample of something in return. That's the Union 52 Wisers, only available here in British Columbia. Okay, and Jackass saying, my last online order is Compass Box, CKS New York, and Buffalo Trace Cream. Will be here on Thursday. GKS. Great King Street. Oh, yeah. I thought the New York was long gone and not, they didn't make it anymore. You can still get some? Wow. The Union 52 is like Ralphie's Atlantic Bridge. Yes, it sure is. I'm going to get me some water after I put this bottle away. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a fine one. I might be able to get another Union 52 in the near future. Be right back. Oh, yeah. Ah, we got more people on here. Diana, haven't heard from you in a long time. What's going on? Look who's having a celebration. Yes, I was going to come live anyway. It just happened to be my birthday, so here I am, having a few drams of whiskey. Oh, this is good. What have you been up to there, Diana? I haven't heard from you or seen a video or anything in a while, and unfortunately, I don't do Facebook because I'm on YouTube so much of the time that I don't have time for Facebook. Great to have you joining us. Busy with work and life. I understand. Life is like that when you have a life. And you have more of a life than I do. All I have is what's in this apartment and driving cabs. So I've got lots of time to play around with all kinds of stuff. I hope things are going great for you down there. And okay, Jackass is asking Dr. David, what do you think Lismore is? What malt? Okay. Trying to let the dust settle on the move to Florida. Yeah, that was a big pickup, wasn't it? You had to drop everything and pick up everything and move and deal with property and arrangements and logistics and and then you're starting off in a new town that you've never been to before. You don't know where anything is. And so what's in the glass tonight? Right now? You came on just before I put it away, or just after I put it away. I'll bring it back out. Here we go. We have a Wiser's Union 52. It's only available in British Columbia. Can only get it here unless somebody sends you some, or unless you come here. And yes, the house is under contract, so that's good. Okay, so that's all right. And that's what's in the glass tonight. This Union 52. It's basically it's a Canadian whiskey, 16 years old, mostly corn whiskey, and there was a barrel or a cask of 52-year-old Highland Scotch that they had sitting at the back of the warehouse at Wiser's, and they blended that 52-year-old Scotch with the 16-year-old whiskey, Canadian whiskey, and so about 4% of what's in here is 52-year-old Scotch. Okay, so let's see. Ketchup, on you soon. Oh, I love it when you catch up, Diane, and it's always nice. So, okay. Interesting. No, you won't see this anywhere. And Bronco likes those Wiser's bottles. Yeah, they are good. And wow, yeah, it is. It's wonderful stuff. It's cool. I have 2 of those Wiser's bottles down there containing some blend that I made myself. So I'm gonna maybe crack one of those later. They're nice bottles. They're nice and heavy, and I think my ex has about 4 of them that she used in different crafting experiments and stuff. And Pinto Independent Bottler, have to check maker of mine. Oh. And Basement Drammers, got to work in the morning, 11:30 p.m. here. Thanks again, Quig. Happy birthday. Thanks, Drammer, for showing up. It was great to have you with us, and it was great to meet you online and see your first video. That was great. It's a rectangle bottle, correct? Yes, it is. It's like that. And it's got 4 faces, and it's got a bottom and a top. Yep, that's the one. And wonder why they went with such a different style of bottle. I think they want it to be different. It's just like that. Uh-oh. DVK. I quit. Great news for me. I got you. Does that mean you're going to stop watching Sasha and Pasha? Good for you. Good for you. Oh my goodness. Only good news if you get a discount. That got her in the mood, did it? Oh my goodness. The things that happen when you go live. Yeah. Okay, we got 20 people watching now. That is just great. Yeah, buddy. Oh, told her to join my subs. Well, oh wow. You know, this is so different from the rye. Well, the blend is something that I threw together. Where are you on your flight? This is my 3rd while we're online. This is the dram I'm having now, Union 52. I started with a, what did I start with? Okay, before this I had Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, and before that I had Alberta Premium 100% Rye. And I had taken a 3-hour break before coming online before that. And I was drinking for about 4 hours before that. So I must have had about 6 or 7 drams, took a break for 2 or 3 hours, and then I came on. This is my 3rd one now. So I've been taking my time. After all, it's my birthday. I can take my time, and I can drink a fair amount, but I'll just take my time at it and just feel good rather than getting drunk. So I'm not exactly sober, but I'm far from drunk at the moment. Anyone here ever had Buffalo Trace Cream 30%? Not me. How old am I today? I'm only 53. Yeah. Yeah. Is that ever different? After drinking rye, the Highland Scotch that's in here, such a baby still. Well, thank you. You're a babe too. What can I say? 50s are the new sexy. Okay, I'll drink to that. Now let's see. Sasha and Pasha have Pinto. Oh, Buffalo Trace cream. 60 is the new 50. Okay, fine. It's all good. It's just a number. I didn't think I'd live so long. Tell you the truth. I guess the way to do that is to just stick around long enough, and it happens. I think maybe it helps to take your time. When I was much younger, I was so much in a hurry to do everything. Got a ways to go for age. Yeah. Hopefully, I live long. Hopefully, I live long enough to get to that. You know. But it's nice. I'm just getting started. Well, thanks for the words of encouragement. There's some days where I also remember when I was a kid, I was just so anxious to grow up. And now I wish I could be a kid again. Life is so much, excuse me. Life is so much less complicated when you're a kid. Oh, just getting started? Wow. Well, I might be halfway through this flight. And have way too many videos, still need to. Okay. I need another good trip to film. I need equipment too. I'm down to one phone that will record about 12 minutes of video. And I have one cheap digital camera that who knows how long it will last. It's one that I got from a customer who didn't have the money to pay, so she ran into the house and grabbed her digital camera and gave it to me. Fortunately, it works, but all the cameras I used to have, they all broke. They seem to last about 8 years and then they don't work anymore. Another good trip. Well, I'll be going to Tofino about a month from now. So I'll go camping on the beach. And then I'll be going to a music festival down in Ocean Shores, Washington in October. Maybe next year, we'll hit the Bourbon Trail. If the Scotch Test Dummies are doing it, I think they are around the 4th of July. I'd like to join them. So was there a special drink tonight besides the one in your glass? This is probably the most special one I got right now. But I have some bottles that are more special than this, but I don't think I'm going to crack them tonight. I want to crack them to do videos and enjoy them Nothing's set in stone yet, Quig. No, I know, but one can always hope, right? What go-to drink will you carry with you? Oh, when I go camping? Let's see. I can show you what I've got in my camping box right now. It's changed a little bit since the last time. Well, the one in my glass will suffice for now, but I'm going to try some blend after that. And to answer the question, what was the blend like? It starts out mellow and corny like a Canadian whiskey, but it ends up with a peaty blast. And initially thought you were in your 60s, but maybe that's because I'm still a teenager. Yeah. No, I didn't know how old you were when you started commenting. I couldn't tell. But, you know, old people all look old, don't they? I know, I was a teen once myself. And no, I'm not going to take any absinthe. But I'll show you what's in my camping box for the hell of it. I did this once before, but the contents have, oh crap, the contents have evolved since last time. Here's my camping box. This is what I'm going to take for a week of camping. Here we go. I got some Paul John. It's near the end. That's a Paul John editing. I've got some Mortlach. Mortlach Rare Old, I think it's called, from Diageo. Got some Glenlivet 12, just a little bit left of that. Got some Shelter Point. A little bit of Shelter Point left. And what is this? Some 14-year-old Tom and Towel. There's a fair amount of that left. And this is the foam that was on the bottom of the John Paul. They put a foam on the bottom of the bottle so it doesn't clink when you put it down on a table. 14-year-old Aaron. Got some Peat Monster. There's still a fair bit of Peat Monster in there. There's a Compass box. Got some 5-year-old 90. That's a perennial favorite. And some Devil's Cut bourbon. Got some WT, Wild Turkey 101, a little bit of that. What's this? Oh, the Springbank 15, got some dregs of that. Got some Glengarry. I would not leave home without some Glengarry. Glengarry 12. Yeah. Cuddy Sark, just for starters. And the favorite Glendronach 12, the one that everybody loves. Got some Powers Irish whiskey too. Some Tamdhu 10. Got a gentle little Dalwhinnie 15. It's a Glenkinchie 12. Some Oban Little Bay. Solan No. 1 Indian whiskey. And last but very far from least, the Kilchoman 2006. And that, my friends, is my camping box. That's what I'm going to be drinking on the beach in Tofino. And hopefully I can get these all in here. Make them fit. Okay, that's one more. This was a bit of a puzzle to get that in there, but there you are. Okay, hopefully somebody's made some comments. Since then. Okay. Where are we? Huh. What go-to drink will you carry with you? Okay, that's it. Yes. Absinthe. I initially thought you were in your 60s. Okay. Jackass is saying, I had a psychotic break at work yesterday. Oh? Yes, Devil's Cut. Didn't care for it. Well, it's not for everyone. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Actually tried Glen once. Diana, which Glen? There's several of them. Devil's Cut is good mix, according to the wife, says Sneerson. And wow. How much of that will you make it back? Maybe none. Just didn't want you to get thirsty, so thought I would ask. No rum for camping? No. I'll bring maybe some gin and tonic, but rum, nah. Rum's not my favorite thing. I think maybe because I got sick on rum when I was a teen. I think it was a Bacardi white rum, and it made me ill, severely ill. I've tried a few rums since. I've tried Sailor Jerry, and I've tried some Newfoundland Screech, and okay, I haven't had the high-end rums or the ones that people usually talk about. I won't go thirsty. I'm going to bring lots of water with that to stay hydrated. But, you know, if I crack 2 or 3 bottles in an evening or in a day, that's 20. Was it 25 or 21 bottles I had in there? I wasn't counting. And yeah, Diana, your palate and mine are not the same. I know you love rum. And I know that you like pumpkin beer and things like honey in your whiskey and things like that. And those things don't do it for me. Sorry. But to each their own, you know. You got your what you like, and I got what I like. And yeah, it's a nice selection. That's just that selection is the heels, shall we say. And all the other bottles are a lot fuller than that, so they're staying here. Although I may finish another bottle or two by the time I'm done. I've got almost a box full of empties down there too, and that's been going for the last 3 or 4 months. Just take my time with it. That Glen with the red label was the one I was referring to. Glen with the red label. Glenkinchie? Glendronach. Glendronach, that was the red label. That's a nice one. That's a very nice one. Okay, yeah, Glendronach, that's nice. Ah, I was right. Okay. Oh, this is exquisite. I don't need anything more than this for my birthday. This is just wonderful. My cousin had it. Was nice. Yeah. By the way, Cindy's up in Alberta. I called her today because I had I put a bowl of her leftover soup, her ham and pea soup. I put it in the microwave, and I thought of her, so I called her up. And what's the flavors in the glass? Oh. In this glass? Well, I'm getting some. It's really hard at this point too. There's a bit of honey, there's a bit of grass, there's a little bit of smoke. Yes, I'm getting a bit of smoke out of this. There's a bit of a rye. There's underneath that, there's some toffee and some caramel, typical ex-bourbon barrel, vanilla, some marzipan, some it's like a fusion. It's like a layer cake. It's like a layer of scotch and a layer of bourbon barrel corn whiskey and another layer of grass and heather, and it's just beautiful. Oh, later, Quig. Oh, okay. Later, Scott. George saying, so Quig, you were one when some of that in your glass was being made. Actually, I was just being born at that time because this bottling was from last year, I think. When I initially did a video of this, it was the same age as that I was, or at least that one cask in there was the same age. Okay, so Scott's just left us. We've got 16 watching right now. Okay, everybody said goodbye to Scott. And now we go back to, what was Diana saying? Okay. Haven't talked to her in a while. Cindy, that is. I know she had moved, but hadn't checked in with her lately. I need to. Yeah, no, I just had a chat with her. She was out in the woods. They have a property in the woods, and they're camping, and they were drinking some cocktails, and Cindy's having a great time. She's reconnecting with old friends back in Lethbridge, Alberta, where she's from, and she's having great times with family and old friends from when she was a lot younger. It seems that Victoria over here is the kind of town where you don't really make close friendships unless you knew them or they knew you since kindergarten or something. Victoria is a strange place like that. And if you're not if you're an outsider, you're an outsider always. It's really weird that way. Victoria is a strange place, but now that there are more people coming from elsewhere, there are a lot of people moving here from elsewhere. That seems to be changing, and it appears to be getting more cosmopolitan. But I see so many people at work, and I have a lot of acquaintances, but I don't have a lot of close friends just because of the hours that I work and because of the things that I do. And I'm not the most outgoing of people, even though it may look like I am from here. I'm really not. I'm more of an introvert than anything else. First video of yours that I saw was you reviewing Dewar's White Label. Your wall was very small at that time. Yes, there was a couple little three box tall trees. I mean, I can go back and look at those. In fact, sometimes I do look back when somebody makes an odd comment on one of those old videos, and I go back to it, and it's like, whoa, there's not much there. But now, yeah, It's getting taller. And the light's changing, isn't it? I think the sun's going down. What time are we at? 8:56? Yeah, it's 9-ish. I'll turn the light on here. Oh. Get curtains shut. And then turn the other light on. There may be a little more light from here. How's that? Oh, New York. What does a typical house cost in Victoria? Too damn much. You get a starter home for $500,000. That's a 3-bedroom house, you know. BC equals bring cash. Yes, it does. This is why I just live in a bachelor pad, because that's what I can afford. Bachelor pads are going now for like about $900 a month. Mine is a little cheaper because I moved in just before things went boom. And I moved in here 2 years ago. It was like just July of 2015. And then in 2016, the town went into a boom. And that's when they started asking a lot more. So, but every year they raise the rent 3.8% because they're allowed to. That is California pricing. That is correct. That is correct. This is California, Canada. Almost 12 here, and my head is heading towards the pillow. Well, Dr. Dave, it was good to have you with us. It's only 9 o'clock here, so yeah, you must be on the eastern side, along with Diana. And Diana must be at midnight too. You can buy a really nice beach house for $500,000 in Florida. Yep, yep. No, here it's a starter home. It's like a little 2-bedroom house with a garage and a little piece of land on which it's not worth what you pay for it, really. It's insane. This is why I don't want to be attached to property. And if I was to buy a house, I couldn't afford the mortgage. I couldn't afford it. You all need to move to Texas. Well, yeah, Bronco, I'm going to do that. I'm going to move right to Texas as soon as I got my motorhome, and I'll be in Texas for, 3-4 months a year. Why not? Do you camp in a tent? Yes, I do. I have a tent and I camp in it. Yeah. Have a great birthday, Georgia time. Okay, yeah. Well, my birthday's over for you, but it's still going on for me for another 3 hours. So there you go. Georgia time. So yeah, you're right down there where Diana used to be. Okay. Need to sign off as well, says George. Well, it was great to have you with us. We'll enjoy the next 3 hours of my birthday. Yes. Have yourself a good night. Until next time. And who else is on? Okay. New York. Oh, midnight there. Yes, it is. I remember. And Diana's saying, our house in Atlanta is selling for much more than what we just purchased it a year ago. Lucky you. Yeah. Lucky you, Diana. You made out like a bandit. That's excellent. And your other house, the house you were in before you and Nate got together, that one's still, you still own that, or did you sell that already? Okay. Well, it's good to cut those ties, I guess, if you're living somewhere else, Hollywood moving into Atlanta has made prices skyrocket. Oh, there you go. Well, we have Japan and China and Korea moving here. That's why our prices are so high. Oh, to a good friend. Excellent. Yeah, our prices here let's say they plan to build a condo building. They advertise for suites in this condo building all over Asia. And before they even break the ground with the first shovel, they've sold out the whole complex. So like people coming from Korea and China and Taiwan, and they just take it all. Drown-eyed Athens, Georgia. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, Athens. Okay. Small world. Very small world. Higher costs, but great food, I bet. Here? Oh, Nick, just saw your video about retiring. Sorry about the hands. Wow. That must hurt. And New York, the only thing worse is the New York City area where my ex-brother-in-law bought a small house 30 years ago for $400,000, and now he is turning down offers of $3 million. Futz. $3 million. Port Charlotte, good. It's interesting about Victoria advertising in Asia. Well, this is where a lot of them come to go to school. So what it is we have a university right here. It's a university town, besides being the capital of the province. And being a university town, there are a lot of students from China and Korea and Japan who come here, mostly China and Korea. They come here to learn English, and they come here to study and get degrees and go back to China. But their families are rich, so their families buy them apartments. They buy them condos for the time they're here studying. And there's other people who buy these condos as well, people who can't afford a house but want to own something. So they buy condos, and so they own a condo, and that's their way of breaking into the housing market if you really want to be in the housing market. I always saw a house just as a place to live, not a means of making money. But I don't know if I'm wrong doing that, but I'll just say that my payments have been a lot smaller being a renter than if I was paying off a mortgage. Aha. Oh, Port Charlotte, okay. Bought the house in Auckland 10 years ago, 340. Sold a year ago, 650. Bought a home 2 hours down the line, 250 cash. Way to go. College towns have that issue. Yes, they do. DVK, what a question. Don't you want it all? Do a lot of Americans take Monday off before July 4th, says Tony. Good question. Was offered a job in the Arabian Palace as a eunuch. The pay is good, but there are conditions. Yeah. It depends on what you value. Okay. Well, a lot of people took the Friday off here because Canada Day was yesterday. So they take off tomorrow. Okay. Athens is the home of Pylon. What is Pylon? I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, you know what? I'm at the end of this dram, and we've been going on for a couple hours. I'm going to pour another one in a moment. I need to take a little break first, and I'll get back to your comments. As I see they are trickling in. Be right back. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up one of my homemade blends according to Jackass's recipe. This one is, oh, wait, what have we got? Okay, Pylon. And July 4th, don't men shit. Okay, right, okay. Here's the $1 million question that no one can answer. DVK, you're fixated. And Nick saying, don't mind being a eunuch. No good at stirring the pot, but I can lick the spoon. And the influencers of REM. REM is awesome. Okay. Message retracted, whatever that was. Okay. Goddamn, look at the tower of whiskey containers. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know of Pylon. Sorry, it was just sidetracked. Lovely collection on that wall. Yeah, they're all the empty ones. Okay, this one here is mostly, well, more than half of it is copper pot, 40 Creek copper pot. Then there's some Crown Royal Northern Harvest rye. There's some Lecheg 10, I believe, and some Big Pete, and maybe a little bit of another Canadian whiskey. I don't know which one. It was a Union 52 bottle, but that's not Union 52 what we got here. This is a blend. Oh, and I was generous with it. Oh, well, it's going to have to last me a little longer then. I'm smelling the peat already. Okay, here we are. The whiskey wall. The wall puts liquor stores variety to shame. Well, I picked them up off of different liquor stores. You know, I didn't all buy it at B52's, Athens, Georgia. Okay. One of my favorite bands from Athens was We versus the Shark and 5/8. Okay. Can you please open that expensive bottle you were telling us about? I've been waiting for that video. Give me time. Give me time. I'm not in a rush. I will eventually. New York State. Hey, Quig, everybody loves the whiskey wall. You could make them and sell them to bars. Finn Jolly, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. You get everybody coming out of the woodwork when you make one of these. This is grand, very grand. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Well, I only had about this much Lechaig 10 left, and I wanted to give this some peaty character, so I put it in there. This way it can live on a little longer instead of just being finished. So I can still enjoy, there's Lechaig 10 and big peat in there, and it's got some nice peat notes on the nose. And there's some rye too from the Copper Pot 40 Creek. That's a good idea then. Yeah, that's why I did it. Now I wonder if this one will go the way the other one did. It lives on longer. Yeah, exactly. New York State says some of the random blends can work and some are pretty horrible. I have one now that has Tobermory as a base and it is pretty bad. I have not heard great things about Tobermory. I don't know why. As long as the Lechaig 10 isn't demeaned by the other whiskeys. No, I think the Lechaig 10 will bring the other whiskeys up. Let's see. I'm getting some of that ashen style of peat that comes with the big peat. And I'm getting some sherry notes as well. Now, where did I get the sherry from? Oh, wait, maybe I put some of the Lefroy Glore in there too. That would give it some sherry. Maybe the excuse me, maybe it's Lefroy Glore and Big Peat in this one, and maybe the other one has the Lechaig in it. This one seems to be quite lovely. Okay, let's see now. The nose is wonderful on this. And this is just some, jungle juice blend that I made. Well, loosely following Jackass's recipe. Let's see now. Oh, like the other one. It starts out like a Canadian whiskey with a bit of rye. And there's a bit of a sherry note to it. There's like some fruity note to it. And then in the aftertaste, that's where the peat really hits. It kicks ass in the end. Really nice. If you're still with us there, Jackass, your recipe is great. See what else we got here. Do you only do blends with partial single malt whiskey remaining? So it's why you aren't actually done any of them? Wait, what? Do you only do blends with partial single malt whiskey remaining? No, it was a suggestion from Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans to follow this this loose recipe and said, try this, and so I did. And it seems to be working. And Bronco saying, happy birthday, Quig. I'll catch the rest of your flight later. Yeah, great. I don't know how long I'm going to last, but as Ralphie has requoted, blend the bad out. I don't think there was anything bad that went into this. But I like this. Oh, you'll have to ask Jackass there, DVK. You have to ask him. I don't know. Maybe he'll answer you. Maybe he won't. Mm. Peat on the nose, not overpowering. There's a bit of that rye and caramel underneath. But on the mouth, on the palate, like I said, it comes in gently like a Canadian whiskey, and then it comes out like a peat monster. Oh, good blend. Very good blend. Well, we got 14 watching now. People are starting to slide off. I guess a lot of the people watching are around midnight or after midnight, and so we lose a few. And what is this? Went to a restaurant the other day with family and asked for a leg 16 for a tiny bit. It cost nearly $20. Yeah. 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 One person 90% of the time. Good answer. It's 16:20 there. So that would be 4:20 in the afternoon. Yeah, 4:20 in the afternoon. So it's earlier there, but you're in the next day, right? So for you, it's already Monday at 4:20 p.m. because there's a thing called the dateline between us and you. So our sun just went down, and well, right here it's 21:20 if you want to use the 24-hour clock. Yeah, Monday. Figured that. 16:20 in the $16.20 for the lag 16. That's it. I'm moving to New Zealand. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Oh, good one, Jackass. Good one. I'm enjoying this a lot. And you were worried that it would steer me wrong, or you were worried that you had steered me wrong on this. Oh, no, not at all. This is very nice. Tosser bottles, I bought around 100. Tosser bottles. Oh, you mean just cheap ones? Hmm. I don't want to count how many bottles I've bought to date. Give or take a tenner. mm. Okay. Those three even. Yeah, what did those cost you? Because I know those the Port Charlotte would be. Is there a cheap whiskey you really enjoyed you could think of off the top of your head? Okay, 10% of the time I can't recognize myself. Okay, off the top of my head, Alberta Premium. There it is. Wiser's Deluxe. There it is. Evan Williams entry level Kentucky bourbon. There's another one for Kentucky bourbon. Oh, how about that rye? Dickel rye, very good, not expensive. There are probably a few more, several more. Ezra Brooks, just the cheap one that looks like a Jack Daniel's bottle. That's good too. How much do you figure you spend on whiskey a month? It depends on the month. This last month has been expensive because I got some expensive stuff. This last month, about $1,500. I don't know. Probably less than that. Maybe 1,000. I don't know. Not enough. About 100 each, give or take a tenner. Okay, now I get you. Yeah. Wiser Deluxe, that's interesting. I could agree. Good, Diana, we see eye to eye. One time in the way of liquids, we see eye to eye. Yes, Ezra. Yes. Okay, what else? Okay. Sometimes it happens, yeah. It's possible. Yes, it is. Here we got Bernie coming on, celebrating in style. I always get here before going to work. What a shame. Looking forward to those future tastings. Well, Jack is saying his gross. Happy birthday. Okay. 100 New Zealand is 95 Canadian, so it's about the same. Yeah. Well, if I buy 2 or 3 bottles a week, and let's say it's average about $100, let's say 300 a week, 4 weeks, $1,200. Yeah, might be right with taxes and everything. So if you had to do a rough calculation as to how much you spent on whiskey the past 3 years, how much would you guesstimate you spent? I don't really care. What I enjoy out of the whiskey is worth more than the money I spent on it. See, my needs are pretty frugal. As long as I got my rent paid and I got my bills paid and my taxes paid, that's fine. I don't care about anything else. My bills are paid. I'm happy. I've got a place to live. I've got electricity. I've got food. I've got a pot to pee in. What more do you want, really? As long as I can afford that. And if I indulge in whiskey besides that, that's all good. Signing out. Happy birthday, Quig. Good night. Good night, New York. Good to have you with us there, Martin. Thanks for showing up, and it's been a pleasure as usual. Just wondering the number. Well, figure it out. Say 300 a week. Protract that into 5 years. Well, 4 years. Okay, 3 years. I don't know the total I spent on whiskey. I mean, I bought whiskey the first time back in 1982 or something like that. It's when I was 18 and they would let me buy whiskey. So I didn't buy as much back then as I do now. No, but you know, my path down the whiskey trail is I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting a lot out of it. You could use the wooden tags to write each whiskey you add. Yeah, I could. I have video proof already what whiskeys I added to each bottle. I just have to go back and edit them. They are in the videos of um, these um, live streams. They're in here already. I just have to go back and, you know, okay, this bottle had that bottle had this. And it even showed me pouring each whiskey into the bottle. So I would just have to go back and maybe edit that if I felt like it, because I have the videos on file. I have them on my hard drive because every time I do a live stream like this, um, every time I do a live stream like this, it comes on. It makes a copy for me. Okay, so where are we now? If your flat went up in smoke with that booze there, your place is going first. You know what? I haven't had a house burn on me yet, so I'm gambling on the odds that it won't. 1,200 times 12 months times 3 years is 40. Okay, 43,200. Yeah, that works out to tips. I get about 10,000 a year in tips, so it's not that bad. Even if you spent $1 million on whiskey, if you can afford it and it makes you happy, then it's always worth it. Even to buy a $300 bottle, it is worth it. It's worth it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Fuck off. I agree with you. That math sounds like an enjoyed life. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. That's all it is. That's what it is. That's what's important. I don't need a fancy house. I don't need a flashy new car. I don't need any of those things. I got whiskey. I don't need to show off to nobody. And Tony's saying, brown eyed girl, cheap but really good whiskey, Wild Turkey 101. Oh, I forgot that one. Wild Turkey 101 is really good, and it's nice and strong too. I like that one. I concur. I don't care for Wild Turkey. I've tried. I have to drown it with Coke to make it taste good. To get the kind of smile and happiness you have, I'd say 43,000 is nothing. There you go. There you go. It's only money anyway. Another one I like that it's only available in Canada is the 5-year-old 90 from Highwood. And more of that White Dog. What do you think of that? You should get another lure. You know what? I got something right here. This was the last one on the shelf last night. That's why I got it. There were other Laphroaigs that I had not tried, But that one, I had to get it because it was there. Made from corn and tastes like it too. Yeah, it should. There's no barrel influence. There's no casks. It's just, it's White Dog. It's a new make spirit. It's moonshine. Oh yes, lucky dog you. Yeah, there you go. It's not easy to come by, that's for sure. And it was the last bottle last week, a week ago. There was 3 or 4 bottles on the shelves, and last night there was one left, and it was discounted $30 from the original price. So what did I pay? It was discounted like $30. Hold on, I got the bill here somewhere. Freud Lore, $149.97, and that was $172.47 with all the taxes included. So that's like, I think it was $104 when I bought it last time. So this was $30 off. It was really worth it. Really worth it. So yeah, I got that bottle of Lore. They were just trying to get rid of it to make room for other things, and hopefully they'll be making room for more triple wood. Yeah, one of the best Nass whiskeys. Yes, it is. Lore is exceptional. Oh yeah. When I ever see that one, I should go for it. Yes, Bernie, go for it. Just grab that sucker. That's the one to get. And I could have got 2 if I'd have been at it last week. But this week I got 1 because that was the last one there. That's the way to do it. Jackass is saying there's something about Copper Pot. What really complements Copper Pot is CR Hand Barrel Select. Crown Royal Hand Barrel Select. Okay. 50%. CR NHR is integral, but it's that CR Hand Barrel. Maybe 15% of the blend. Can you get this? Maybe, but I don't really look at CR all that much. I frankly just pass right by the CR. I look at all those crown-shaped bottles and go, meh. And unless it's CR NHR, and then I just go past it. But I probably can get every expression of it. You know, most what I see is things like apple and what are the other ones? Honey and what else? I don't know. But it's called Hand Barrel Select. Crown Royal Hand Barrel Select. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll look for that next week. Remember when I asked about 2 hours ago if you had any 48% scotches? Lore, yeah, well, that's one right there. I do have a couple others that are in that vicinity. The Glengarry in my camping box, that's 48%. The what is this? Oh, that's only 43%. Okay, that doesn't count. Is this one 48? It's the Ardbeg Perpetuum. 47.6. Close. Close. This one here. I think this one's up there too. It's 48. Ben Riach, Bernie Moss. How about this? This is probably not that high. Oh, that's only 46. That's no good. Okay. What is about this one? The Deanston. 46.3, not enough. Okay. Here's a Scotch at 54.7. Glendronach cast strength. 54.7. That's more than 48. And this, I think, is 46. .46 is the Ben Riach. Okay. And don't forget the Bruichladdich, the Port Charlotte, the Port Charlotte 10, second edition, and the Bruichladdich, which is 50% also. So there you go. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there you go, Duncan. Hope that's good for you. Nick says, yeehaw. Nice. Jackass saying, at Total Wine, they have Evan Williams single barrel for $20. Had always passed on it, but it is good. About 8 years, that's a great price. Is that the one that I have here too? Evan Williams single barrel. Ah, yeah, here. I got that one too. That's at 43.3. This one, you mean? Yeah, I did a video of that. I just haven't uploaded it yet. Okay. Making me work today. Okay, what have we got here? Okay. How the heck do they get such a volume of flavor infused in the lore? I'll never understand this. Well, they're tricky, those guys. They're very tricky. It all has to do with what they start with and the different casks and the different kinds of ingredients that were in the different casks and on and on and on. It's a science and it's an art form and it's all kinds of things like that. And Tony's saying, hoping to get a Longmorn 16 when I go through Heathrow Airport this summer. I think it's 48% Aquavite. Says it's really good. Okay. And Duncan's saying, which batch is the Glendronach CS? 5 or 6? I think it's a 4. Hold on. Let me see again. I know it says that on there. The Glendronach batch 4. Says so right there. Batch 4. That's the only one they had. When I went there and I saw that, it was the only one they had on the shelf, and I grabbed it. And the only reason it was still there is probably because nobody knew what it was. Okay. And Nick is saying, 4 in the morning, and once more the dawning just woke up the wanting in me. Hick. Oh, goodness. Well, you're retired. When you're retired, you can get away with shit like that. Don Mon removed a message. Okay. Duncan Hammersworth. Sounds great at Tony Johnson. Okay. Don saying, does the Glendronach 12 measure up to its 18 or 21-year-old expression? Okay. I'll be honest with you here. I have tried the Glendronach 12 and I like it a lot. I have not tried the 18 and I have not tried the 21. And I have not tried any other Glendronach except the 12, and I like it a lot. I will eventually, someday, try other expressions of Glendronach as I go. The man to ask about Glendronach expressions would be Swami Suave, malted in Montreal. Even watch his videos on them. He's done the whole Glendronach range, and he likes them a lot. Searched for Amrut Fusion, as you suggested, but only found the cast strength. Maybe next time. Well, the cast strength is powerful. I did a video about that one, just a few, like, I think it went up on Friday, but I made the video like 2 weeks ago. And the cast strength is powerful stuff. That is some great poison, that is. And Horst said Glendronach 12 was a bit inharmonic, and so I never purchased it, but he loved the 21-year-old. Yeah, and the 21-year-old cost about 4 times as much as the 12. I like the 12. The dummies like the 12. And Duncan's saying Glendronach 12 is great, but the 2013 bottling of Glendronach 18 is so sherried, it is brown. The 21 is also nice and dark. Okay. Batch 4, really nice. Well, I'm glad you approve. And Jackass is saying here, if you're interested, Quig, I write some poetry on Whiskey Base. It's in a group called Whiskey Poems with the Roman Dying Gaul epic. Okay. My influence. You see, E.E. Cummings. Okay, Dylan Thomas and James Joyce. Ah, yes, we're talking about the Finnegan's Wake and E.E. Cummings with his lowercase lettering and not retired so much as invalided out. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's all the same. I wish I could be invalided out. Oh, there go 2 farts, in case you're interested. Swami has not done the Glendronach cast strength batch 4, though. What a find. There you go. There you go. It was a find. I was lucky. I was very lucky. And it was the last and only bottle they had. They didn't have any batch 5 and they didn't have any batch 6, but they had that one. Can't stand the pain. Yeah, I got that. I understand. And when you can't, oh, what's going on here? It's telling me my mouse batteries are low. 7%. There's still enough to finish this. Okay. Swami, okay, right, okay. Can't stand the pain. Yeah, I know. Cindy had pain in her back and in her knees like that. Didn't like the Evan Williams single barrel when I opened it, but it got better after a month or so. 55 in Ontario. And the other thing is, the single barrel that I have is probably not the same single barrel that you had. But most whiskeys, if you don't like them right away, I did a couple of those this week where I didn't like them right away months ago. And I tried them again last night, and they were quite nice. I'm talking specifically of Speyburn and Speyburn 10, and the other one was a Altamore 12. Excuse me, Altamore 12, and the Altamore 12 was wonderful now, and it tasted like nothing when I first opened it. I even got shit for that. Somebody came on and said, you don't know what you're talking about. Glendronach 12 is wonderful. Yeah. Then somebody else said, just take your time with it and just let it sit for a while. So that's what I did. And that's what I would do anyway if I don't like something at first. You don't be pouring it down the sink if you don't like it at first, because it will come back and taste better. That's the nice thing about whiskey. It's not running away from you. I think it was the Whiskey Scout who said that. It's not running away from you. Just leave it there for a while. Come back to it later. Okay. Very decent and $20. Oh, what is this here? Not too bad, but if I pull the car around for a few hours, I'm fucked. Well, as long as you know your limits, you're okay. And if you can be comfortable and keep the pain down, that's the way to do it. Glendronach 21 is $208 and 48% ABV. Yeah, maybe someday. What is the best birthday gift Cindy ever got you? Oh, Nick, don't drink so fast. Have a good morning or good evening. Next time, take your time. Good to have you with us. Oh, Wilbur, good to see you. I'm trying to think. Cindy took me out for some really fantastic dinners. Cindy took me out for some really fantastic dinners. And there was one that I'm remembering. We went to this place called Samuel's Restaurant. And it was like a 5-course meal with beer and with whiskey and everything like that. And that was a good birthday gift. Another time she gave me a Christmas gift. That's not a birthday gift, but a Christmas gift. And it was a bottle of Ardbeg Corey Vrecken. It was nice. Yeah. Wilbur, Cindy's not a bad person. She's just gone her way and I've gone mine, and we're still friends. There's no animosity. There's no problem there. It's all good. I'm happy with it the way it turned out. And Jackass is saying, have you done a review of J.W. Red? Well, Jackass, here we go. I have had it before, but I have not done it on camera. The last time I had a bottle of this was around the time just before I started making videos of whiskey. So I will be pleased to try this in the near future. It's still sealed, as you can see, but I will do it. I will do it. I'm about 36 bottles ahead of where my videos are. There are, how many videos do I have made already that I have not put up yet? I'll show you, I'll tell you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 videos of whiskeys that I have not put up yet. And admittedly, 3 of them are coming back to whiskeys that I've had before. So there's 5 here that I haven't uploaded yet, of new whiskeys that I had not shown yet on the video. And there's about 27 bottles of things that I have never tried before and never opened yet that I have right here. So I will do Johnnie Walker Red. Is Wilbur the Rubber Woman guy? I don't know. Where's Lyle Vance? I would like to see what happened when Lyle Vance threatened Rubber Wilbur. J.W. Red is not bad, says Sneerson. A lot of people say it is. Would take a teacher's doers ancient clan grants over it, though. Less money as well. There you go. Doers can be really very nice. I don't know about H and Clan. I've never had it before. Grants, yeah, Grants is very nice too. And Sneerson says, I agree to something I said, perhaps. Oh. Off to work, darn it. Take care and slancha. Slancha, Bernie. Be seeing you later. This is going to be on YouTube anyway, so if you ever want to see it, it's going to be there. Yeah. 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 The rubber woman guy. Well, Wilbur, you're a marked man now. That is if you're still watching. Yeah, bye, Bernie. Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one there. Don't work too hard. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got some new emails. What kind of email have I got? Oh, cheers and happy birthday. Well, that's nice. And someone has subscribed to the Food Quig. Yes. And somebody else comment on, happy belated birthday. Hope you are well. Many hugs to you and yours. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I know you're not watching, Jennifer, but that's sweet. Where are we? Get back to there. Okay. Yeah, we got 11 watching now. I think we're sort of like petering off a little bit. Oh, this blend is so good. Mm. Are you having anything to eat? Sorry, missed a few minutes. I'm at work. No worries. No, I ate big before I came online. I had 2 great big bowls of ham and pea soup and 2 slices of leftover pizza. And I'm drinking slowly. I've been on for 3 hours now, and I've had, this is my 4th dram, and I've been on for 3 hours. I'm pacing it. I think I ate 2 packages of those oat cakes last night while making whiskey videos. And then after I finished making the videos and rendering them, I just went straight to bed. And see, is there anything on your bucket list you are planning to do this year or sometime in the future soon? Well, really on the bucket list, there's nothing carved in stone yet, but I would like to do the Bourbon Trail hopefully next year with other people from the Whiskey Fabric. That would be nice. That would be great. Like it was said earlier, there's nothing. Oat cakes will keep you regular. Yes, they will. This morning they kept me more than regular, I'll tell you. It was an explosion. But it cleaned me out. It cleaned all the crap out of me. They taste good too, you know. They're kind of plain, but I like them. And the texture, the consistency is just right. And they suck all the flavors of whatever you had in your mouth away. How long are you going to stay on for? I don't know. We just lost another one. We got 10 watching now. I don't know. Maybe till the end of this dram. Maybe till the end of the dram after that. I don't know. If I keep getting interesting comments from all of you, I'll stay on. If the comments kind of dry up and nobody has anything entertaining to say or nobody has anything interesting to ask, I might just say, well, you know, that's it. I do enjoy doing these things, and that's why I'm still on. If I didn't enjoy it, if I got stage fright, or if I didn't like it and it didn't do anything for me, I would be off already a long time ago. But I enjoy doing these. It's good. It's like being in a pub with your friends, and you're sitting there and you're chatting and you're just bullshitting and telling stories, and you're just having fun and drinking good spirits. And that's the way I see this. And it's like being in a pub. And you don't have all the loud music, and you don't have people bumping you and people spilling beer on you, and you're in the comfort of your own home. This is the ideal way to enjoy a few drams. And when you're with friends like this, of course it's enjoyable. That's why I'm still on. 9 watching now. Oh, I'm scaring them away with all this talk. Oh, battery power? Guess what? Just a moment. I have here a battery charger, and this baby was plugged in. And the batteries are only in the mouse, so I take my mouse and I shut it off. Now I got no mouse, right? So I take the batteries out of the mouse, like so. And I put other batteries in the mouse, like so. And I put the little cover back on. And I switch it on. And hopefully it will do its thing. That was just the mouse batteries that were low. And you can hear each other talk, unlike in a bar. That's right. Exactly. So, do I have power in the mouse? Now I got no power. Hold on. Just a moment. Let me exchange the batteries. Sometimes this mouse can be a little tricky. Okay, the light comes on. Okay, where are we? Yeah, the battery power was just in the mouse, and I've got this charger. You put the batteries in it, and so on and so on. Oh, it's not on yet. Okay. Let's see if we can click it on. Connected. I got a mouse again, and the mouse shows how much power. Mouse, 91%, good enough. With 10-year-old rechargeable batteries, they last about a month. So I'm good. And these are the old ones. They're going to get charged up again. So no problem. Solution. Okay. And Sneerson says, was wondering if you were going to be on No STD After Show. Kind of look forward to this on Sunday evening, even though Monday morning can be slow. Yeah. The dummies are not on this week, so I figured I'd come on around the same time they would come on. And so here we are. And it was nice to have Scott with us for about an hour and a half or 2 hours or however long he was with us. It was good. Yeah, and you can hear each other talk, unlike in a bar. Ooh, you know, that is a little hot. I think I need some water. I will be right back. And we got 10 watching now. Give me a moment to get some more water. Yeah, must remain hydrated here, because if you get dehydrated, it's not fun. It's actually painful for me. I have these cramps in my legs. They hurt like hell. It's usually when I'm waking up in the morning or waking up in the afternoon in my case. And Jackass had Glenfiddich 18, was terrible out of the bottle and terrible halfway down. Wrote to the company, sent me a box to return the bottle. I did. That was about 6 months ago. Glenfiddich anything is the most boring whiskeys in my opinion. Have you tried the 15-year-old Distillers Edition? That one will change your mind immediately. Most of the others are, okay. I had two of them this afternoon. I had the Glenfiddich 12 and I had the Glenfiddich 14 Rich Oak, I think it's called, this afternoon, well, before I took a break and came online. But if you can ever get your hands on a 15-year-old Distillers Edition Glenfiddich, it is bottled at 51%, by the way. It's quite nice. I liked it. So you sent the bottle back. They sent you a box and you sent the bottle back to them. And did they send you a new bottle? Wow. That's one way to lose your whiskey. Sneerson says, bought a bottle of Glenlivet 18. Have not opened it. Hope it is better than your experience with the Glenfiddich 18. Glenfiddich 15 Distillers is good. I have the 1 liter travel retail bottle. Yeah, Duncan. Lots of Scotch mist in that one. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it too. Glenfiddich 15 Solera is light but really good. Yeah, Sneerson, I have that one too. I have the Glenfiddich 15 Solera and I have the Glenlivet 15, and I'm going to do them both. I'm going to make videos of those in a week or so. I still have about 8 videos to put up before that one will go up, but I'm going to make videos of those as well. They've been in my bar for a while. And Jackass likes that one also. The Glenfiddich 15 Solera. Okay, good starter. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, Dave, good to have you. And your poor ass is drinking some JB Devil's Cut. You know what? I'm going to join you. But this blend of mine is so good. Ah. Glenlivet 15, Glenlivet 12 is the least interesting whiskey in Scott. Well, how long have you kept the bottle? I'm just asking because today I had a couple of Canadian whiskeys. Not very expensive. Well, not very strong ones. They were both 40% alcohol by volume. And following the Canadian whiskeys, I opened a Glenlivet 12. And you know what? it was actually very nice. And Duncan's saying the Glenfiddich 15 was the start into better than entry scotch. And Hey Dave says Sneerson. There you go. Okay. Jackass is saying, Bean, I agree. Like water. Oh, I think it depends what you drink before it. 14 US exclusive bourbon barrel reserve. Okay. That's the Glenfiddich. I haven't tried that one, but we have a oak one. What's it called? I had some of this today too. This is this one here. This is a 14. It's called Rich Oak. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, where are we now? Glenlivet 15 is nice. Yeah, okay. Jonathan's saying, I had it over 3 years ago. Lasted several months. Always sucked. Okay. Different strokes. Yeah, that's right. Blue bubbles in it with a straw. In the Devil's Cut or in the 12-year-old Glenfiddich? I don't have a straw. Shit. Okay. But this blend with the copper pot and with the Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye and with the Lefroy Glore and with the Big Pete is just fantastic. Passed on Bourbon Barrel Reserve. You think it's worth the money? Oh, the Devil's Cut. Okay. I don't have a straw though. I can't duplicate that experience. But I will have a dram of Devil's Cut with you, Dave. Just give me a second. Yo. That's a square bottle, right? Ah. Look what I got. That was going into the camping box, but yeah, I can pour a gram of that. Very nice. Devil's Cut. Here we go. Would buy Glendronach or Glenfarclas over Livet any day, but hey, you got to try things. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I do. I like trying things. It comes out of the box. Yes, it does. It's all Dave's fault. I can put the remains of that in there, or I can put something else in there. It's not a problem. Maybe I can put Glenlivet 12 in there. Maybe I'll even put some of my blends in there. Yeah, that might work. Okay, Duncan saying, Jackass, if you like bourbon as well, you can taste the bourbon for sure. It is only $45 here, so that is a nice price for 14-year-old Scotch in Michigan. $45 for a 14-year-old Scotch is a fantastic price. We got nothing like that. They changed the bottle now, and I almost could not find it. I'm blind. I'm there too. I'm with you. I'm getting blind too. Okay. That's the price here, around 45. Is it? It's 43%, right? And we're talking about, what is the ABV on the Devil's Cut? Well, you know what? I just had a nose of it. It smells weak compared to the blend that I was 45. It smells weak compared to the blend that I've been sipping on. So this one is about, I don't know, or maybe it just has less flavor than the blend that I was sipping on. Anyway, 45% is not a slouch, really. It should be okay. Okay. My dog is frightened by fireworks. He's crouching under my desk. You got fireworks already? It's only my birthday. It's only the 2nd now. Or is he Wait a minute. Fireworks are only happening on the 4th, aren't they? Or do they do them all weekend too? 43 on the box. I don't know. There's no box here. It's 45% on here. Oh, wait. You guys are talking about something else, aren't you? Oh, they're talking about the bourbon barrel exclusive U.S. bottling of Glenfiddich. Okay. I'll have to put it on the list. Okay. Dave's saying for the low price, it's not bad. It's not top of the line by a long shot, but it's good after work type of drink. Exactly. Oh, all weekend they're doing fireworks? Nasty. Devil's Cut is very much wood. It's wood forward. It's oak forward. Well, that's it. They squeeze the oak or something to get all the whiskey out of it. Another one that I like that's very oaky is the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I like that one a lot. All weekend they're making boom, boom, boom noises. You know what? Last night we had, for about 15, 20 minutes while I was making whiskey videos last night, we had things going boom, boom, boom outside here. But I couldn't see them because there's a building in the way between where my balcony is and where the inner harbor is, where they shoot off the fireworks. If I was in the same place I used to live in 11 or 12 years ago, which was on the other side of the same apartment complex, I would have had a beautiful view of the whole fireworks thing, framed by 2 great big oak trees and looking over the roof of the next building, and it would be like framed for me. But I don't live there anymore, so I didn't get to see it this time. And in the 2 years I lived there, I think I was working both of the years when it was Canada Day. And so I didn't get to see the fireworks. But you know what? Fireworks, you've seen them once, you've seen them all. I don't need to see fireworks. In fact, the most boring videos on YouTube are firework videos. I don't know if people agree with me on this, but it's not the same as if you're there. They won't say how they do it, but I've been told it's a thing with steam. Okay. Sounds good, Dave. Sneerson says Canada government just spent $500 million on fireworks. Well, maybe a few more projects. Okay. And Jackass is saying, you ever watched King Kong Escapes? It features Rex Reason's brother Rhodes. King Kong Escapes. No, I've never watched that. Here in Moose Jaw, we had a nice show of fireworks. I was surprised. So true about fireworks. Seen them all, yes. Exactly. There you go. Yeah. So King Kong Escapes. Give me a moment. See if I can find that somewhere. La 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 la. Now, I'm guessing it's a movie, right? Okay. King Kong Escapes. Full movie. King Kong Escapes. Subtitles. Oh, from 1967. That might be good. Okay, let's see. That's not. King Kong Escapes. Not good. See how well that works. And just give me half a second here while I finalize this whole thing. La, 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 la. That's no good. King Kong. Okay. Hopefully I'll get to see that someday. Wait, let's try one more. Hmm. I think I've come to the end. That's all you need to do to get me to get distracted is mention a movie and there it is. I'm distracted. Okay. Okay, so nice show of fireworks. Okay. Sneerson says, hey, let's borrow $500 million for a party, compound interest. My kids will still be paying for it. Sorry, didn't mean to get political. Okay. Oh, is that the one with the robot King Kong? Uh, okay. Old everything was better. Yes, Jonathan. Yeah. Movies, music, even women. Well, I don't know about women. Old women? Ooh. I mean, really old women, you know. Just women from way back when. Oh, okay, okay. I guess they're old now. Okay. Sneerson, Angel's share is one thing. Devil's cut is the casks being crushed and steamed to get every last drop, I think. Does it taste woody? Yes, it does. It's woody. It's more woody than a regular Jim Beam, that's for sure. Yeah, okay. I am deep beat it, and it's the one you're thinking of. Okay, Robot King Kong. It's more woody than normal bourbon. Yeah, okay, exactly. King Kong Escapes also stars the beautiful Mihama. She serves some JW, but I couldn't make out the bottle. Wife loves it as a mix, says Sneerson. Yeah. Yeah, very woody. Lots of oak in there. A little bitter in the aftertaste. JB Double Oak. I've never had JB Double Oak. King Kong versus Kajira. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen King Kong versus Kajira. Okay, I've never had the Jim Beam Double Oak, so I don't know how to compare it. Does somebody else know? How does the Devil's Cut compare to the Double Oak? Oh, come on. I don't think this is working very well. Try again. King Kong versus Kajira. King Kong versus Kajira. Nope. Let's do a search here. Ah, maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. I'll get to see that. And let's go back to escapes. Hmm. Oh, you. Skull Island, Skull Island, Skull Island. I know I'm boring you to tears, right? Skull Island, Skull Island. Oh. Okay. I'll get back to you in just a moment. I'm just multitasking here. I might not get to see King Kong Escapes. Oh, that is the end of the world as we know it. Ah, maybe this one. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to come back to you now. I'm going to come right back. Yeah. Okay, so we're back to where we were. King Kong versus Kajira. And Dave, yes, the pre-Doctor Who. Okay, King Kong versus Kajira. They don't sell double oak here for some reason. We are in the sticks. Same here. You getting any new liquor stores in Moose Okay. Oh, DVK, the homecoming after the Victoria Whiskey Festival, January 15. That video had me laughing my ass off. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had fun doing that. I had fun trying all those whiskeys and then coming home. And that was good. I enjoyed doing that. And Dave saying, well, the bars now sell things that the liquor board don't sell, like a lot of local made whiskey and vodka. They might open a Safeway one as well. Oh, they've been talking about opening liquor stores or selling liquor, beer and wine and liquor in grocery stores here. And they've been talking about it for about the last 3 or 4 years, but it hasn't happened yet. I guess I will have to pony up the $22 and get the devil's cut and see for myself. That's an idea. That was a classic DVK. Yeah, it was. I had fun with that. That was a blast. And oh my, I am getting more. Okay, where are we here? Cindy sure kept her cool with you in that video. Nice to know there are still women who aren't jealous when another dude talks about other hot women. Cindy and I, we established that a long time ago about jealousy and stuff. I wasn't jealous, you know, if she was if she knew guys and what have you, and it was okay. The small towns that still have a co-op in them all sell booze. Oh, well, that might be in Saskatchewan, but not here. Cindy was a good sport, and she was wonderful. Cindy was great for almost 10 years. And like I said, she's still a friend of mine, you know, but we're just not together anymore. But yeah, our relationship was like that, you know, it was smooth and it was easy. And we never fought. We always got along for such a long time. And that's what we were like, you know. If I said something, or, you know, she was cool with it. And if she said something, I was cool with it. And, okay, what do we got here? They opened a few Sobeys and co-op liquor stores in Saskatoon. Way more selection, same crummy prices. Well, they're worse here, I'm sure. I think everyone gets to an age where they're confident in a relationship. Yeah, I think we were very confident. And we were like that from the beginning when we got together. Ever notice a lot of the good stuff is all in some small town co-op? So will you two still be in touch? Yeah, I talked to her today. I phoned her and we talked for a little bit, but then the phone cut out because she was in a valley and the phone tower was in a, like, on the next mountain or something, so it didn't work too well. Rubber woman, I'll never get over that. Less burping and farting on these live streams. I burp and fart all the time. Oh, then on the videos? I don't know. Well, I don't see or hear any of you burping and farting, so that's cool. Compared to like in a bar or something, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this stuff works. We got 8 people watching now. Oh, I got some email. Yeah, I'm multitasking. And oh, somebody liked my Johnny Walker double black blended Scotch whiskey review. Great. That's nice to know. And what's this? Okay. We got 7 watching now. I think maybe it's time to, after 4 hours of being online, maybe it's time to cut the cord. What do you guys think? Have you had enough of me? I'm sort of running out of steam a little bit. I'm still sitting here and enjoying, you know, sipping on whiskey. Something that I love to do. But we're getting a little later. And 4 hours, wow. So I came in towards the end. Well, I think you've been with us for a couple hours there, Diana. My back would be killing me. Well, no, my back feels good actually. I do exercises and I go on long walks and I get on my foams and stuff, and my back doesn't hurt me at all. It's a good thing that I started going to a good chiropractor who knows what he's doing, and I get my back decompressed every week, and I get an adjustment every month. And yeah, you know, it costs me some money, but it makes me able to sit in a car 12 hours at a time without any problems. So 4 hours here at this table is not a big deal. It's not a big problem. And I imagine, yeah, there are a lot of people east of here who have knocked off already because, like here, it's like 10:36 p.m. and we are slowly running out. So, what do you think? You want to keep on going, or have you had quite enough? Yeah, I need it for my living. It does justify the expense. Yeah, and I'd rather be fully functional instead of in pain, and that's why I do it. Health is such an important thing, and being free from pain is an important thing too. And that's what they stress where I at the backfit office where I go to. They stress, you know, exercise and back alignments and decompressions. And does your shirt say Key West? That's a keen eye, Diana. It does. My shirt says Key West. And when was I down there? Oh, it's almost 10 years ago now. Yeah, Cindy and I, we went to Key West, and we had a condo in Key West, and my mother and sister came down and joined us. And we spent a week there in Key West. We had a good time. Been 17 years since I was free of pain, but I'm not bitter. Dave, you got the patience of a saint because chronic pain is something that chronic pain is can't be fun. I mean, I had sciatica attacks twice, and each time I was unable to do anything for 2 weeks, and the pain was excruciating. Probably nothing like the pain that you suffer, but for me it was excruciating. And both positions that I could be in hurt like hell. And I'm glad that, with a few decompressions, I think one decompression and one adjustment, and the pain was gone. And then once a couple of years later, I had another attack of sciatica. It lasted a couple of weeks, and then just forging ahead and going along with the whole thing, it got better. And now I think I've been 3 years since I had a sciatica attack the last time, so I'm doing okay. And Diana, I keep wanting to go to the festival they have in October. They have a festival in Key West in October. Wow. What month was it that we went? I think it was December, early December. Yeah, I think it was late November or early December when we went down to Key West. It was fun. It was nice. It was great to see my mother and sister enjoying the warmth in the winter. Uh, and Sneerson saying, Dave, you are in my prayers. Enjoy your channel. Yeah, Dave puts out some good stuff. It strangely made me a better person. So in that way, it's a blessing. Then there is this thing where narcotic pain meds do nothing for it. So CBD works well, but it's expensive. Okay. And Diana, okay, Dave's saying thanks to being in the prayers. Yeah, my thoughts are with you, Dave, about the whole thing. DVK, okay, Quig, I'm off to bed. Good night. Enjoy your birthday, and Slancha, and here's to hot dreams with cute, hairy teens. Okay. How's your mom? My mom's good. I was on Skype with her this morning and yesterday as well. And CBD is that marijuana strain? Okay. Good night, DVK. And my mom, yeah, she's doing good. She's getting on in years, but and her memory's going a little bit, but she still has fun. She still enjoys singing and dancing and joking around, and she's happy. Now that she has a new roof on the house, she's happy. Before that, she was stressing over every little thing, but she's getting better, and she's been wonderful for my birthday. Yeah, my mom's doing all right. You know, for a woman in her 80s, she's good. She's doing all right. CBD has no THC in it, so it's legal all over the place. THC only gets you stoned. Okay. Okay. I don't know much about that. And your sister? Yeah, she's doing good too. She's getting her ducks in a row, and she should be joining the workforce really soon. She's been through a lot. My sister has been through a lot, but she's recovering from everything. Okay, everybody's saying goodnight here. Yeah, my sister had some rough years, but she's come to the conclusion that she's got to straighten out her life and become a responsible adult. Finally, and she's on her way. She's growing up. Finally, she's maturing and she's getting stuff together. It's so strange in a sense. Texting with you tonight is like catching up with family. Yeah, isn't that cool? I enjoyed your input on this whole live stream. It's been wonderful, and yeah, you know I don't like chatting on typing because I may not type fast enough, and sometimes my fingers get crossed, and it doesn't work so well. But like this, you know, I can just relax and answer people's okay. All these years, all because of YouTube. Yeah, yeah, catching up with family. Yeah, exactly. Yours is the one live stream I watch. Be honored. Okay, Dave. I don't. I This just started as a little after party from the Scotch Test Dummies because they did a live stream, and then people were enjoying it so much, and they were going off the air, and I thought, well, shit, let's invite them over to me, you know. And here they are. YouTube is the best. It still is. Yes. Why do you think I've been on it for all this time? What is it? What is the year? It's almost 11 years I've been on YouTube. And these live streams are a new dimension on the whole thing and makes it more interesting. And I don't tire of this. I just love it. And Duncan loves YouTube and Whiskey Fabric. Yeah. Whiskey Fabric is a great thing. Whiskey Fabric is about as fulfilling to me as the news group that I was involved in between 1992 and around 2005. And it was called soc.singles.moderated. And it was just people around my age or so who had in common being single. And it turned into some really good times. And after I discovered YouTube, I missed some of that. And Usenet was not such a thing anymore like it had been before. It's all text-based. And it was a wonderful time. I used to go to parties all over the continent, and I had a lot of friends. And there's still a little bit of that glimmering on Facebook, but I don't like Facebook. So Oh, Jackass Whiskey is going. Good night. Good night. Good to have you with us. And Nicholson saying Quig was the first subscription I ever had on here. By the way, on his taxi vlogs. Oh, that's just amazing, you know. And good night, Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. And yeah, good night. I think he's gone now. We've got 6 watching. Anyways, the whiskey fabric is kind of replacing that soc.singles.moderated from that I used to be involved in back in the day. And you know, I think with this whiskey fabric, we'll be doing things like visiting, having little conventions, or going to do the Bourbon Trail, or maybe even traveling to Scotland someday. And I'm very excited about that because I could get into doing that. I certainly could, and I've been making some good friends on here through this whiskey fabric, and 5 watching now. Are we done? Should we just? Yeah, we've been going on for a while, over 4 hours. Sneerson says, there sure are a lot of whiskey reviewers in Canada. You've always been a favorite of mine. What turned me on to your channel was your Canada whiskey reviews, 90 in particular. Yeah. Whiskey YouTube meetups. I like that idea. Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I will continue to do Canadian whiskey videos. Definitely. I've got some more to do. And when new ones come out that I can get my hands on, I will definitely do them. I'm glad that there are some people watching my channel, and it's great. You know, I'm getting more out of this than I put into it, even though I put in all these videos, and I spend a lot of money, and I taste a lot of whiskey, and I keep putting out these videos. But to me, it gives me something. It feeds me. If I can share my experience with people and they can enjoy it too, that makes me happy. That does it for me. And I learn a lot all the time by watching other people's whiskey videos or reviews and interacting with them like this. It just does it for me. It feeds me. But we're down to 4 people watching. So what do you say? We cut it? Let me see how the hell I can do that. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Good night.